The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present The Great Pendragon Campaign by Greg Stafford, with David Larkins as the Game Master and Desiree Valdez as the adversary.
So Jade is on her way.
Where is Jade?
I don't know, I haven't heard from her.
On her way, en route.
Oh, okay.
As of 1 minute ago.
Cool. Alright. We shall
We can get
started
rolling,
then.
yeah.
Yeah, we can start winter or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Can see who has bad fortune this year. And which of us will have relations.
Sure.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Here we go. Alright, so yeah, yearly events.
Alright.
Let's get some D20 rolls.
9.
Mm-hmm. So, for Wolfram, that is relations.
Yep.
Okay.
So start off early.
So you're wed, so you can make
Yep.
a chaste roll or a love of wife roll.
Love of wife.
If you have it.
I have it.
Okay.
I fail it.
You fail it.
Oh. Well, I rolled an 18.
Okay. Oh, you Wolfram, you. All right. So you were
Who do you
flirting.
impregnate now?
Yeah, exactly. No, you flirted a bit
Okay.
over the winter. Hey, anything you need to do to forget about the terrible events?
It was horrible.
of the previous
I was this close to ordering that tapestry. And,
Mm-mm.
And then what happened?
well,
Well, all
and
this
then
destabilization, you know.
I'm gonna need all that money from a
Is there a
castle.
girl at the tapestry shop or something?
She was
No,
such
no,
a
no,
sweet
no,
lady.
no. It's a shame to disappoint her.
All right. So make a flirting roll,
Okay.
an app roll, and your choice of dance, play, or sing.
All right. Flirting roll 8. Failed the flirting roll.
Mm-hmm.
App roll. Passed the app roll.
Yep.
And singing.
Mm-hmm.
Failed the singing.
Wow.
What the heck?
Okay.
Where's your
17.
mojo?
No.
So clearly you sought comfort in the arms of another,
Uh-huh.
perhaps on the very same night as the murders.
Horrible misery.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have produced a bastard.
Okay.
Bastard of sorrow.
A bastard of sorrow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The very same, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So make a roll against honest,
As
just,
opposed to a
and
bastard
love
of
of
joy
family.
or something.
Bastard of
11
bleed.
passing honest. Failing
Bastard of
just.
please.
Honest just.
Oh
And
my
what was the
God.
other one?
That's
Love of
good.
family.
That's a good one.
I don't have a love of family. Oh, yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
8. All right, passed love of family, passed honest, failed just.
Okay. So check honest and love of family.
Right.
And you have recognized the child as your own,
Oh.
Okay.
and it will be
That's
raised.
like Wolfram.
It'll be raised at your house.
Okay. I've already
So,
got somebody else's
see.
bastard there, so.
Yeah,
Are you
I
just
know,
gonna
right?
hide it
Oh,
with
you're
like
right.
one of your relatives' bastards?
It's a
Possibly.
son, actually.
Really?
No, he's recognized it as his own.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've
His
gotten.
wife's cool with that?
Well.
Doesn't matter.
What did you say?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter whether or not
Wow, that's quite a modern question
Doesn't
there.
matter.
It is quite a modern question.
It is. Pardon me. My
That's like the
modern ways.
first Pendragon campaign I ran, and one of the players had a love triangle. He's like, I want to divorce my wife. I'm like, no! You realize that you need the Pope for that, right?
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah, so
it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, well, so then instead we made his wife's life a living hell.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun.
Well, hey, it's
It was a
historically
really bad,
accurate.
it was a crazy love triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Put her in the attic.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Well, you named her Bristleback, right?
Yes, we called her Bristleback.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway.
She was a Saxon wife.
Yeah.
It was awkward. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, I got a 16, so that's bad fortune. Yeah.
You know it by now. All right. Another D20 roll.
13.
Okay.
The luckiest number of all.
Yep.
All right. So what you're gonna do is add a D6 to your horse's chance of dying this year.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
what?
So instead of a 1,
Or is it 1d6?
it's a D6, so
2d6.
Instead of a 1 or a 2, it's gonna
it's,
be
it's gonna die on like an 8.
an 8 or less. Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Well, later guys.
Well then, you'll just be on a cart this year.
I've got a war pony I can kick my squire off of.
Oh my god.
Give me that.
Couldn't you buy a charger? Or is that too expensive?
That's like too expensive.
A bit of a money crunch this year, so.
Really?
All right, so Concord,
So I'm rolling for.
your yearly event, D20.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Nice.
I'm right on the edge of my
Oh,
notebook.
whoa, 20.
Yep.
Ah, sweet. Well, no, actually, that's still bad fortune.
Yeah, it was bad.
All right, so another
Oh, yeah.
D20 roll, please.
Good stuff. 11.
Good, great.
Oh god.
All right, you had to take out a loan from a Jewish merchant.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
What
you
interest?
you owe
Oh my
Pound of
goodness.
flesh.
6 you owe 6 Libra at 20%.
Oh yeah.
Holy
So-
Wow.
Yeah, I
good
guess
stuff.
your credit rating's not that good.
Oh, yeah, I
Can't
guess
get the
not.
castle.
Credit score.
Dang.
That's true. Yeah. So anyway, so you lose, you can either pay that back right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to pay it back right now? Just
I don't want to pay the interest.
Yeah. So yeah, you can just pay the 6.
Brings back memories of undergrad.
I'm like,
Oh god.
brings back memories of now.
Any credit card will do.
Yeah.
Pretty much any credit card at this point.
Yeah.
Student loan.
Yeah.
Outside of a credit union.
Yeah.
All right, so Cormac,
18.
18 is also
Oh
bad
my
fortune.
God.
Guys.
That sounds good though.
All right, and another.
Yeah. Guys, it was a bad end of
Sounds
the year.
good.
I know.
The year started bad, it's gonna end bad.
Think about that.
All right, so second D20 roll, please. 3. Alrighty.
What the?
Okay, so
I'm horrified. when he
you've
does
been cursed.
Oh!
It's because the wine touched my lips.
Oh!
It got too close.
It's gonna and it's gonna last
That's a
until
really good
until Christmas
that's
Day.
well
it lifts
played,
on Christmas
sir.
Day.
Well
So
played.
Wow.
What day is it now?
What's the curse? Does he have a tail?
basically Christmas Day. So that's where we're gonna pick it up actually. Ironically enough.
Christmas curse.
Yes, it's the Christmas curse. So you'll be
Ooh, I like
you'll
That fits actually.
you'll have a -1 to all your dice rolls.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
That's okay.
you'll never fumble.
That's true, and it could actually turn a failure into a crit. So
Then
Yeah.
why is that? How is that a curse? How is it automatically cursed?
because
I guess you can also never.
With your special wine.
He can never for increasing stats. If he has anything at a 19 or 20, he can never increase his.
Yeah.
He can't increase any stats this year
that's
for
true.
that.
Yeah, it's
That's
more of a
true.
curse than a blessing for sure.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah,
Oh.
Oh.
and now.
Yay! She's here.
Sorry.
Welcome to the
I
club.
lost track of time, guys.
Don't worry about it. We're just doing yearly events, and in fact,
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Yes.
Wait for it.
Perfect timing.
No.
You remembered your dice.
I did. I was just missing one more. Hey!
Oh, careful.
Wait for it. When am I rolling the d20?
Yeah.
I'm seriously like this close to just putting the gate up again because
Oh,
I'm
I
just
know.
over it at
She's
this
such
point.
a.
You got your
She's
wigs in
like-
with her.
Done with the spell.
I got a 13.
No, she's fine.
Ooh.
I'm tired of.
All right,
it.
finally.
It's like
All
nothing
right.
works.
All right, so
Some
this
relation?
is another one of those weird saga events, like when you were granted the 3 favors and all that kind of crap. So go ahead and roll
Yes.
another d20.
Ooh, is this new?
That's
cool.
Yeah, my other one was falling apart, and I realized I had that like laying in a drawer.
That's awesome.
Got an 11.
Okay. Okay. So So you've been subject to another prophecy.
So interesting.
In addition to somebody betraying you 3 times, it has now been prophesied.
Wait, is that true? No, not betraying me, just, denying me.
Oh, denying.
Denying me. There's a big
Thrice.
difference between
Yeah.
denying
It's a
and...
Jesus thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Killing is Jesus.
He's a pagan Jesus. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Killing Jesus.
I'm all about pagan Jesus. I'm all about
He
pagan
died and was
Jesus.
raised by a Saxon witch.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay, so... I like it. So, prophecy.
You will fall in the next war.
Better start having kids.
Yeah, there's only 40 of them.
I only have...
It's had a bit of a head start on
I
that.
have 9. Thank you.
Better get up to 12.
Working on it. I'm
even
aiming
dozen?
for a destrier for each child.
Or a baker's dozen. You like
Destrier for every child. That's so, poetic.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know about the deny 3 times thing.
Yeah.
It's cuckoo crazy.
A friend will deny you 3 times in need. That's what that said.
Who's a friend of... He's a friend of Kinrain.
Sir Pace.
I am. I named my bastard child after him.
You did?
I did. Instead of
Maybe
the...
they mean that Kinrain and not this Kinrain.
Yes, perhaps there's a simple confusion.
There's multiple Kinrains.
You're gonna deny your kid is named after Kinrain.
It's a fairly common
thrice
name.
before the cock crows.
That's just weird.
Just because it was
I
on his
realized
fortune
it was very
cookie doesn't mean it will
biblical.
come true.
That's right.
So.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
All right, everyone, start rolling your experience checks.
All right.
Roll it up.
Ooh, lusty. Is Lady Elaine still living with me?
Yes, she is.
All right.
I like how she just moved in and you're just banging her.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
it's like what?
That's how courtesans work, you know.
I know. I'm being. I probably
She
sound
read
incredibly
the
naive,
writing on the wall.
Yep.
but She's like, what was that? What writing is that?
I'm never gonna get married because everyone thinks I'm a slut, so I might as well
And
be one
Herringdale
anyway.
doesn't exist in this plane.
Right, and there's no one with a high modest trait here, so or not modest,
Merciful.
merciful.
Oh, my merciful's really high.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
She picked you because of that.
Yeah,
she saw you
always
coming.
Go after that
Hey, I heard
person.
that weird bearded knight is kind of merciful.
He's kind of missing the
He's
ear.
bearded.
Yeah. You haven't seen
Weird
his character
beard?
portrait? Yeah, they call him Weird Beard.
Weird beard.
The weirdest beardest.
Weird beard? Beardiest?
Yeah.
I'm coming on the best part.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it's just Sir Tathan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sir Tathan, the weird beard. Come on.
That's right. Of the
Sir
weird beards.
Weird Beard Tathan.
I know, it's sort of amazing, really. All right, Godfrey, what do you got for me this year? Nope.
A whole lot of.
Yep.
A whole lot of crapola. It's gonna get better.
It gets better, Jade.
Spill it.
It's getting.
It gets
Will it.
Countess Ellen was going to start the It Gets Better campaign.
Oh.
Kinrain, I named my bastard child after you, who was
Yes!
conceived the night of the horrible disaster, the bastard of sorrow, right?
Yeah,
As Brendan called it.
As Brendan called it.
Yes.
Because I'm not doing the tapestry, I'm using that to buy a castle. So.
Sorry.
Do it. Buy that
That's the way it goes. That's a good wrap up.
Bracken Castle.
Was this also where we rolled to see if our improvements were built?
No, that's economics. So
Okay.
everyone go ahead, and once you're done with your experience rolls, go ahead and age your
Oh,
characters up a year.
I'm just hoping someone has a bastard of Glee.
Bastard of Glee?
That was the counterpart. That's what Brendan said.
Oh, is that what
brilliant.
Brendan?
Yeah.
God, Brendan?
I know.
You're bringing.
Stop!
It's a wordsmith.
You're making
Did
me.
you stop with your wordsmithery?
Dang. Okay.
All right.
So my first squire is 22 now. Do I have to sort of?
Oh.
Yes, we will get to that.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. I haven't
What?
done the
Okay.
training or anything.
Right.
I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, so yeah, the aging portion is go ahead and give everyone their all your servants their
Increases.
skill improvements. If it's 16 or above, you need a D6 roll, and on a 6 it goes up.
Or above.
Yep.
It doesn't really matter.
It's not the year for them. Is this mine? Yes. Yes. The music is awfully sobering.
It is.
Down.
I
Desiree was
select-
like, what?
I selected sobering for the mood.
No, I was just surprised it was just like a bell. Knell.
Yes.
Like, ooh, it really is so rude.
The knell of the bell. Okay. And I guess this is a good time to bring it up. So basically, yeah, if you have a squire who you feel... You're like, what now?
Oh, Jesus, you're pregnant.
By the way, I think this is a good time to just let you all
bring it
know.
up.
Just throw this out there, guys.
You've been fucked for the past 5 years and you haven't realized it.
Yeah, exactly.
Retroactive rolls now.
Earl Roderick has been taking some off the top every year.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some irregularities in the retirement.
Oh!
So, yeah, if you have a squire who's 20, 21, 22, and it's time to knight them, Countess Ellen would be most encouraging of
I've
you
got
doing
one.
that.
21.
And so you can either go ordinary knight level, which is 30 Libra, or just basically give them a sword and tell them good luck, and that's 5 Libra.
I think this is wonderfully ingenious of the game. I think it did that on purpose. Like, there'd be like this whole slew of squires that now have to be knighted.
Yeah.
Because you haven't gone through that many squires, I don't think, have
Not
you?
really. Just a couple here and there.
No,
Yeah.
I'm only on my I'm on my 3rd and 4th squires.
But still,
But one
I mean,
died. The other one I made my household knight.
Right, exactly.
It's interesting.
So if I knight Dart, does he become part of my team?
If you want to pay for him.
Yes, I'll pay
Otherwise,
for
you
him.
turn him out as a mercenary knight.
How much
He's
does
awesome
it
to
cost
do
to?
that.
How much
Is that
does it
30?
cost to have them in your house?
It costs 3 Libra.
After, on top of
On
like,
top
the
of the
knighting
30.
fees?
3 annual.
Okay, and that gives you some extra defenses?
It gives you a household knight on staff.
knight.
Yeah.
Alright.
He goes to battle with you. Basically, what Jade did last time with that saving throw, basically, of like, hey, everyone, leap in front of me and save my ass.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
kind of
I still
thing.
feel like a dick.
It only,
on that.
yeah, it only knocked out 5 of your guys, but hey.
Right. No, I still have most of them.
No, and that's right.
Oh,
Only
I guess
one
for
of
the
them
battle,
died.
the battle.
Only one of them died. The rest were just
I was like,
casualties.
wait a minute, I didn't like
Yeah.
kill
No.
My-
people this time.
My Persian cat franchise will take care of the cost of that.
Speaking of which, let's see how they're doing this year.
Oh man,
Wonderful
They're
cat.
doing fine.
they're just having cats.
Kitties.
There's kittens left and right.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
wonderful cats.
It'll be like these friends of mine who moved out to the country, and their cat started like breeding with the local bobcat population.
Oh,
and,
really?
And they just had this herd of like semi-feral cats living under their house.
Wow.
And it's
Oh my God.
sweet, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's like-
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Who was that?
Oh, like a childhood friend in elementary
bet it
school.
did smell.
Yeah. But they lived out in Pecos, you know.
That would
Of
happen
course.
in
Of
Pecos.
course.
Wow.
No mice around. Oh. There were rice, there were rabbits, there were rabbits.
There was nothing.
Yeah. Even the small deer.
The horses started disappearing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Packs of them.
I don't know if there were 50 of them. 50 cats would probably take a horse if they tried hard enough.
They probably could, actually.
Little feral, wild, half-boss cats. They probably were adorable, though.
Oh.
They all had little tabby patterns.
Oh, little tails.
Yeah, puppy little short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh man.
Whole booth.
Anyway.
Soft spot for ocelots.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
Oh,
Beautiful, beautiful cats.
Oh man.
Anyway.
So yeah, whoever wants to knight can knight.
Okay,
I'm gonna
done.
knight Ponce, but I'm gonna let him go do his own thing.
All right, turn it out.
Can you
Cut 'em loose, yeah.
can you like give them stuff later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a sense of responsibility for your squire.
You feel
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, like. So could I say like I knight him and then like every year I give him a Libra for like 5 years?
Yeah, you could just raise his standard of living and pay an extra Libra and say that after a certain amount of time, you know, he'd be upgraded to an ordinary knight. Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So I'll pay the 5 to make him a 4 knight, but I'll take him into my household and I'll pay him an extra Libra a year.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right.
What are they?
So this is Nethig.
Okay. So we're knighting Ponce, who's becoming a mercenary knight.
It's been okay, Ponce. It's been okay.
But okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm still alive, you're still alive. Goodbye.
Nethig's becoming
Give your
a
horse to Dillard.
household.
On your way out.
And is Dart being kept on as a household
Yeah.
knight? Okay.
All right.
And are you knighting him at poor or at ordinary?
Ordinary.
Okay. And Ponce is at ordinary or
Ponce is that ordinary. Wait, no.
Poor. Poor.
Okay.
Tough
And
times.
poor for Nethig as well. Okay.
Yeah. So Nethig was born in 472.
Thank you.
Yeah.
472. Okay, very good. And Fonz is 22, so we can...
So do I need to keep a record of his stats anywhere? For
That's a
any
good question.
future reason?
No. I'll create an entry for him on the wiki,
Okay.
and if you ever need to refer to it.
Sorry, does Renae always have to sit next to the smelly armpit?
Oh my god.
I never.
Again!
Protective measure.
Again with the smelly armpits. Alright,
Deodorant
so...
has not been a figment of my life these past couple of
At least the window's open.
Mine, since it
windows are
smells,
right
doesn't even
behind you.
function, so
You really don't have much?
Really?
yeah, it's very weak.
Really?
Yeah.
Lucky woman.
I know, right? I'm like, dude, I smell.
Well,
But it's bad because
I
I don't
think
know when
men
I
do a double take, like, what was that me or was that? It's hard.
it's Jen.
It's Jen. Yeah.
Something about ocelots? What was that?
You're an armpit ventriloquist. Alright, so...
One can only aspire.
No, a BO ventriloquist.
You're a ventriloquist.
That's a useful skill.
That is very useful. Very
It's a
useful.
talent.
Nations can rise and fall on the talent.
That's right, that wins wars, my friend.
All right.
Okay, so...
I mean, come on, BO so bad it like knocks out an army.
Yeah.
I mean,
So how
awesome.
much was it to spend the night off
Weaponized.
at the upper rank?
30.
30. I'll do that for Pons.
Oh, very nice.
Yay.
Especially since you're
Something,
sending him
anything.
off to be a mercenary.
Give him a little something
Here's a
to
suit of leather armor and a war pony.
I don't think he
Good
was
luck.
ready for that, really.
Aw.
It's just a sense I get, but maybe I'm wrong.
Mm.
You think he was ready for a mercenary life, or?
I think he'll blossom more outside of my own tutelage.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
It's time for
You're like,
it's time for him to go. I can't teach.
Tough love. Tough love.
I can't teach you anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't teach you anymore. You just have to experience life.
Alright, so obviously with the king dead and
Yes,
the nation...
the king is dead. The lords
country,
are dead.
And the lords are dead. And the country in an
Everyone's
uproar.
Yep.
Harvest's not too great this year.
Right.
So everyone's income is reduced by 3 again.
Okay. So I get nothing this year. But that's okay.
Now, Wolfram, you're starting to build a castle.
Yep.
Renae emailed me after the session and said she wants to build a castle. So go ahead and make a stewardship roll to see if it's been built.
Oh,
was I
so
building?
stewardship to see if
You
my,
passed on it,
I was
but
doing like a stone hall, I think.
yes, you were upgrading to a stone hall.
Yeah.
How much was
So
that again?
let me check on that.
All right.
I
Yes?
realize I don't have to be on
So stewardship
stats with
rolls.
me.
Stewardship.
All right.
Steward.
Being
12. Sweet.
I think she had 14 though.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So it's
Oh, you critted.
Nice.
That's good.
That's very good.
Yes. It's a fine castle. A fine castle indeed.
Is it raid proof though?
Rainproof.
Raid.
Raid proof.
I'm working
okay.
on the rating elements and then the maybe you'll get ranks eventually.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Thank you.
Eventually it'll get better. It gets better.
All right. So.
Big-ass wall, I'll tell you that much.
So you can upgrade to stone for 11 libra, or you can upgrade and expand to a large stone hall
Oh.
for 22.
Now, does the large one offer any other benefits other than being larger?
Well, a simple stone hall is defense value 2, and a large one is defense value 3.
Oh, we're gonna.
Also, you get 1 annual glory for a large stone
Let's
hall.
go for 22 Libra.
Okay.
I start building a moat.
Excellent.
Wow.
Moat it up.
I would
Yep.
like a moat as well. And then what are the options for roofing?
Oh yes.
The lead roof was.
Do you want a
actually-
roof? No,
I'm
kidding.
thinking. Well,
Yeah.
It's a little moist this time
What
of
do you
year.
mean options? You either have a roof or you don't. Alright, so let's see. You can do a tile roof for 2 libra or a lead roof for 6 libra.
I'll take the lead.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's 6 libra and it raises your defense value by 2. So if you just have the simple wooden hall, which is the default for everyone, your defense value is going to be a 3.
And then the moat.
Yes. How much was that, Dave?
The moat costs 2 libra, but you have to be next to a body of water.
Oh.
What's your manner?
I
And
think
then
you
Winter
can build
Born
the
Gunner?
moat or just something you can have a filled moat.
A wet moat is what I
Oh, that's
built.
true.
That's what I want. I want to put eels in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Electric
Really?
eels.
Yes.
You're on the Bourne. You're on the Bourne River.
Awesome.
All right, and so the moat was how much?
2 Libra.
2 Libra, and then it was a plus. What kind of defense?
Plus 4 to the ditch value, so it's
How
just
much
plus
can
4.
we build a year? Like if I say I want to upgrade.
Okay.
Basically, your hall's going to take the whole thing.
Okay.
He can do the moat and the roof. That's, you know, the roof doesn't really count.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
I wish I knew
Can I
that
also
last
As
year.
defense? As defense?
No, as a project.
Oh, does
Oh.
it instantly get built, or do I need to still
You'll
roll
need
next
to
year?
roll it next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. So like I could also build a roof potentially along
Absolutely.
with filling a moat?
I wish I knew that I could have built a roof last year and built something else.
Well, build a roof.
I already did do the roof. That's
Oh,
why I just
okay.
rolled
Oh,
for
I
it.
see what you mean. Yeah.
See, he pulls
Gotta
this
ask
stuff all the
questions.
time.
You gotta ask these questions.
No,
Oh,
no,
God.
No, because
Good
then
questions to ask.
how do you
Going to
know
my
which
happy
questions
place.
Do
to
you guys
ask?
know how many dozens of emails I send Dave like every Monday through Tuesday every
That's
week?
true.
Is that true?
Yeah, they're very busy email days.
So Dave, what do you think about this?
Yeah, no, I think I was
need
fielding
to go to
emails
sleep
from
now,
3 or
Jade.
4 of you all day on Monday. So.
What would the roof be under?
It's a just a expansion to your
Okay.
hall. So
Alright.
yep.
Good
So
on that.
yep.
Alright.
And remember, you get annual glory for every point of defense value you have above the 1.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay, so I get an extra. Oh wait,
Start with 1.
so you start with 1, so then the mountain
Welcome
bailey
to my
gives you
marriage.
5, so I have a 6 defense
I
value.
have 12 defense value.
So that's 12 annual glory.
But I've
Wow.
been having some of that glory for a while now.
Yeah.
Now, do I count that as part of my holdings?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just add it to my whole. Oh, dude.
You see how you are?
That happens all the time. That happened last year too.
I
I
know.
finally I was like, oh, I haven't updated my annual glory rewards in a couple of
Right.
years, and I was like, shit, I really lost out on a lot.
I know.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with me?
It is easy to lose track.
Plus
It is.
119 here.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Without an auto calculator.
Yep. Alright.
Mean.
Alrighty.
Very mean and
Do
sneaky
you
of
get
you.
glory for land holdings?
Yes, equal
Yeah.
to your income,
Equal to your income.
which is 10 for a default manor. So.
Okay, well, I've just, I've been married twice and I picked up a few lots. I don't know. Would those count towards?
It's yeah, so like take 10 and then whatever your disposable income is right now, you're gonna add to that.
Cormac's a bit of a rake.
He is.
You're a bit of a rake.
You get around.
I mean, would any ladies want to marry him? Like, I mean, not that they have a choice, but
Yeah.
would they be like, oh God?
That's,
Yes, well, you'll all have seen I added several new ladies to the court over the week. So,
That's right, you did.
yeah. Some new eligible bachelorettes who have all tragically lost their husbands.
Oh wow, yeah.
Bachelorette number 2, why don't you tell us how you
I
lost
just love
your
that
husband?
Wyona finally was like, priests are starting to believe she may be cursed.
Exactly. Yeah, even the
Why
priests are
not?
having to back off.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
It could be a curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if Wyona gets a Cormac, then the curse will be broken. They're both cursed.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
who's cursed?
I am cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually. Yeah.
We're already married.
Oh, so
No,
Cormac is definitely feeling like somewhat of a small responsibility to want to help raise her child that's his child, since their illegitimate dad is now dead.
Yes.
So he has no
Oh, yeah.
father.
Yeah.
So I have sort of a keep an eye on him.
Absolutely. Definitely.
I like that.
Yeah, just keep track of all those bastards.
How many bastards?
There's 3.
I surprisingly have no bastards.
No wait, 2 bastards and 2
Shocking.
legit.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's balanced.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like a well.
It's like the Missouri
Well, that's,
Compromise.
you know.
For every bastard that you have to have a legitimate child.
That's pretty good.
Oh my God.
Okay, so on to stable rolls then for everyone's primary warhorse.
It happened.
Where's my?
Oh, 20.
Nice.
My horse lives.
Aha!
Yes.
Nice.
Mine is the opposite of dead.
So even though he had some kind of horse disease that Susan could probably tell us about, he survived.
All right.
Very good, very good. Everyone else do okay?
Yep.
All right.
Childbirth rolls?
Yes.
Oh,
Please.
man.
Please and thank you.
Wait,
All right.
so who's already?
Ooh.
Who has babies?
I got a 17.
That's yeah, that should be a child born under any table. Let's see, table 2. Yes, child born.
Number 2.
What are they?
got one too.
What's a 2?
Let's
Thank you,
see.
Herbalist.
Just had to clean out the pipes a little.
You did conceive, but it didn't take.
Right.
Yeah.
Aww.
So,
Miscarriage.
Yep.
yeah.
Damn.
And actually, yeah, she it took a lot out of her.
Okay.
She
Dang.
wow, lost a point of con and a point of app.
Whoa.
All right.
She looks a little more pinched.
Yep.
Exactly. All right, and Concord had a kid as well?
Yes.
All right. So Kinrain, it's a son. Concord, it's a daughter.
I need the book of names.
I just need to photocopy that page.
Yeah, seriously.
That's right.
I just have it. I can like cross off the ones I've
It
used
should be part
already.
of their folders. It should be
You know,
part
it
of their
kind of
folders.
should be, actually.
No, it definitely
No, it
should be.
be.
No kind of.
I'll get that
yes.
together by next week.
Yeah, please, God.
Please do some work on this campaign. Wow.
I feel really
phoning it
feel
in,
like your
Marcus.
backup
No,
and supportive material is just completely
Spending
inadequate.
something in.
Who's running
I'm
this
coasting at
circus?
this point. Totally coasting.
I got a 9.
A 9. Okay. No conception.
All right.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Tathan?
I got a 4 and a 2.
A 4 and a 2. Oh, that's right. Who was the 2?
The 2 was Elaine.
All right, so she had a miscarriage as well.
Oh.
Spicy.
Let's see here.
Wasabi.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
5. She lost a point of dex.
Oh,
Interesting.
what the hell?
Not quite as sprightly as she used to be.
So who wants
And the 4 is
the
no
rest of this
conception.
pineapple?
Yeah.
Do you want a bowl? Do you want? No. You're... Okay. Shall we
Just gonna eat it like a bird.
feed it to you as you want?
Give her the thing that this.
Here. It's gonna be a
I don't
little
want any
kebab.
choking or
Yeah,
spitting.
don't rush her.
Kebab
Don't rush
for
her now.
Jade.
There you
you
go.
go.
Nice kebab.
Oh, well done.
So they haven't mastered like the baby bird chirping. I have a coworker who does it really well.
We've got like 3 nests out there, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll do it when he wants me to give him cheese.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's
That's a little
creepy.
creepy.
He does it so well. I can't be mad.
Water? No. Water?
Alright, so no consumption. Alright, so that was everyone. Okay, so
Nice.
Yeah, no problem.
everyone make child survival rolls for any children under 7.
Oh.
1 or a 2
Oh,
is.
come on. What? Kinrain is born this year.
Children
so-
under 7.
Do I have to roll? Ah!
It's a D6 or a D6?
Alright.
D20.
A 2. Kinrain dies.
No!
No way!
Way.
Ouch.
No missed. Yes.
Painful.
What about a 20? Is it?
That's fine. No,
Those
no extra
bastard
bonus.
child.
They're super
That was a
healthy.
leg or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Oh, dude.
They split into 2.
I've got 2 over the age of 7 now.
Aww.
That's kind of crazy.
That's good.
They grow up so fast.
They do. They really do.
Save. Save. Super save.
Ah, look at that. There's an eraser in the bottom of this thing.
Save.
Just made it.
Good
Alright.
one too.
Yeah.
All of them survive.
Huzzah.
Sweet.
Wow. Well
Likewise.
done.
Oh wait, so Kinrain, how many kids do you have and what are they? I'm just curious. I'm on the roll call here.
Have you started teaching them musical instruments too? That's the main
Yeah.
thing. They need to form a band.
Yeah.
Or singing at least.
Right. Singing and dancing.
Or juggling.
Hold on.
Juggling. Yeah, that is sort of the medieval equivalent of the Jackson 5.
Oh, okay.
Or the Partridge Family.
Alright, juggling.
That young one, he's really juggling.
I have 9. I have 9, but 1 died.
Hmm.
So that would have been 10.
Oh.
Kalire, she was one of the twins too.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was sort of an omen of
Which
doom
is
for
crazy
last year.
because
Yeah, it was.
In
2
retrospect.
of his siblings were twins. One of whom is named Kalire. That's his sister.
Maybe.
Named the girl twin after her, his first daughter, and she died the next year.
Hmm.
However, I do have one other daughter, Mia, so she's doing well.
Okay.
Alright.
The delight of her mother's heart.
And so who was born this year?
This year I had Edern.
Okay.
Or Adern.
All
You
right.
have a little girl.
Yes, now I have 2.
Yay.
Aw.
Wendell.
Ah, good pick.
Your sister's one of them. Yes. That's so sweet. We both named our daughters after our sisters.
I just
Oh
I'm
my
picturing 2 knights having this
Planned it.
conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows?
But they also have the like.
Oh my god! All right.
I toast named my daughter after
Alrighty. So then, well, actually, before we move on, so Kinrain had a son this year.
So that's 10.
Well, it's 9. 9 died last
right,
year.
right. Okay.
So, shortly after, what's your new son's name? Edern?
Edern.
Yeah, Edern. Shortly after Edern's birth.
Here goes again, David.
The whole household is awoken by the screams of the wet nurse.
Oh no.
As you all come running to the nursery, you find in the cradle not your fat little pink blob of a newborn,
Adorable.
I have more blob pictures if you want to see them.
but instead a hideous, wrinkled little creature,
I have a changeling?
size of a baby, but looks like it was carved out of walnut.
I have a changeling.
Indeed.
It's one of those things where I can throw it into the fire and it'll tell me its name and then it'll switch back.
You can always try.
Wow.
There are some myths that we're
Throw it in the fire! Throw it in the fire!
It looks like it was carved out of wood, guys.
Yeah, no, don't throw it in the fire.
Don't throw it in the fire.
You can make a burial roll. How about that?
Can my squire make a burial roll?
Your squire knows more about the land of the
Can I
fae.
impassion this with my
Yeah,
love?
whoever has. Well, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Fallon and Kale have a score of 16 based on their age. Mine is a 1.
Yeah. Right?
Does my wife suddenly have like a really amazing like? Oh my God, they succeed!
All right.
Yeah. So the prevailing opinion is that you have a changeling.
Yes, you have a channel.
They're just going around.
God damn it! Everyone's catching it.
Did you inoculate?
Nope.
See, there you go.
There you go.
Did you use protection? Well.
Yeah. So basically,
It's so gross, though.
It's those vaccines that'll do it every time.
They'll make the child into a changeling.
Yeah.
so your squire opines that based on stories he heard that if you find your actual son, you can just trade him back.
Okay. I should just like
you
carry
find
this
your
changeling with me everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, you can make arrangements if you happen to find him.
Make a little changeling belt. Like a baby, like little sack.
Exactly.
Mostly down.
Be a changeling fanny pack.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like a second shield.
But yeah, basically there's some speculation that he might have been spirited away to the forest sauvage.
And you
Hey
can get
guys, you want to go on a quest?
It's possible.
All right, so it could happen. All right.
Lady Ellen needs us.
Indeed.
Oh, I know.
All right, so D6 rolls for kin events. Wolfram first.
What? Oh, okay. D6 rolls?
D6, yes.
2.
No events for Wolfram
Yay.
family. Tathan.
6.
2 events for Tathan.
All right.
2 D20 rolls, please.
Okay. 15 and 6.
Okay, so let's see. 15, you say? Okay, so your cousin shows up at your door. Apparently he's made some enemies. And is asking for shelter. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to check 3 of these and deduct 1 from the 4th. Okay.
Check 3, deduct 1. Okay.
So love of family.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, actually. 2 and 1. 2 and 1. You're going to check 2, deduct 1 from the 3rd.
Okay.
Love of family, honor, and fealty.
Wow.
All right. Love, family, honor, or fealty. Wow. All right. Yeah, I'll check love, family, and God and honor.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of shelter him without letting Countess Ellen know about it.
Okay.
You know. even though it's not a Salisbury issue, but normally you would want to let her know, but just to make sure the word doesn't get out, you just keep it to yourself.
Exactly. I don't want those talky people and those chatty courtiers in court.
Yes.
He's my cousin. Does that mean I got a household knight for the?
Is it one of your? Is your cousin one of your knight relations?
I do have one other. My cousin's off on a quest.
Oh, that's right. So this is one of your non-knightly cousins.
Damn it.
And you're not sheltering him for very long, anyway.
Okay.
Just for a few months.
Well,
until the heat dies down.
Okay.
Can you kill someone?
Well,
he doesn't want to talk about.
I'm glad I'm building that moat this year.
Yeah, exactly. And then what was your other roll? It was a
6.
A 6. Okay. All right. Fair enough. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. A distant cousin. Very well.
Okay.
Okay, so a distant cousin has become a squire.
Oh.
So what you're going to do is just make a note of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to roll every winter. On a 1, he's died. On a 6, he's become a knight, and you can add him as a young knight relation.
Oh. So, a 1 he dies, and 6 I can add him as a knight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And otherwise, he just carries on as a squire. All
Does
right.
it give him an age or anything?
No, that's why it's just randomizing it,
Oh, okay.
Because like if you roll a 6 next year, I guess he was 20,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, that happened to Grade, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It's just like this mystery kid.
Kin events for Concord's family. A D6 roll, please.
2.
A 2. No events.
Oh,
All right. Kin range
okay.
family.
I'm gonna use one of my brand new D6s.
Go, go, go.
You do?
A 2.
Oh,
Okay.
No
those are
events.
nice.
All right.
No, check it out. Check out the
yeah,
one.
those
Those are
Fancy.
kind of cool.
A 3.
Ooh, a dragon. Oh,
No
those
events.
are nifty. I like those.
Okay.
Wait, so nothing happened to Cormac?
No.
Doesn't happen to a lot of us.
Everyone's
Yeah.
keeping their heads
Honestly,
down.
that's not
Yeah,
so
no,
bad.
that's actually a good thing.
All right. So everyone train and practice.
All right.
Yes. Train and
Ooh.
Whatever good it'll do.
train well. Practice well. Oh my God. This shit talking again.
Yikes. Dear
I have my
God.
little skull ring on. I'm evil.
Oh wow. Okay.
Evil Des.
Oh, man.
Evil Des by Dawn.
You know it. I mean, there is an adverse presence, correct?
Yes. You are formerly adversarial. Starting now.
Haha.
Starting now.
I already was before that.
Oh shit! You jumped the gun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
This
to
whole
actually
week I was the adversary.
leave.
Okay. Alright, my healing rate's up to 4 now.
Oh wow, that's good.
Oh, what'd you boost?
My con, it's up to 18.
Sweet.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, I got a computer guidance for you.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
That whole thing.
Perhaps I can raise size again.
Mm-hmm.
I like how that was like the last thing on your mind.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah, I'm even an adversary to you.
I know.
An adversary to all.
Everybody.
Friend and not adversary to all.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, are you even adversarial when you're playing Jeridan, my good buddy, who,
Yep.
He's my buddy.
I know. Or is he?
No, we're
No, he is. We're good.
I'm like,
No,
Jeridan,
no,
you're not that complex,
No,
man.
he's not.
He's not that deep.
He just married, Indeg, I'm pretty sure.
he likes swords.
Mm-hmm.
He's good at them, bless his heart.
He got pwned by a spear.
I love you.
But didn't he also get pwned by an axe?
Yes.
He's
And then
been
he got
pwned
brought
by
back to
anything.
life for God only knows what reason.
He got pwned by
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Because he's a banneret, and we need bannerets on our side.
Yeah.
And because he's
You
washed.
didn't know that before. Well, okay, there you go.
I knew it.
There you go.
I'm not gonna see you
I brought him back because I don't want Wash to die. God.
All right.
Oh well.
Glory, glory. All right. So.
Glory.
Now, all of you will have had glory totals from your battles, like people that you vanquished during the battle.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Plus your annual. I didn't keep track of the glory that you got from shanking guys.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so
65. All right.
How many guys did you shank?
Exactly.
So 15 glory for shanking dudes.
Oh, he's so shankable.
The herald's coming around with his book and asking you who you killed.
Really? I killed myself.
I killed
Peasants.
Peasants. Lots of peasants.
250.
And then is this also where we need to keep track of our crits from?
No, that was just to see if you're going to get invited to the death party.
Oh, I see. Okay, battle size modifier says ×2.
Right. So
times victory modifier.
Right. I got all that tallied.
Okay, good.
So.
But what was it? Was it a decisive victory?
It was a decisive victory.
All right, so help out.
Which is
What's the battle size mod?
×2. I think?
Yeah, it's a large.
So
×2.
that means that our combat glory would be multiplied by 2, right?
And then multiplied
Yes.
by 2 again.
Actually, yeah, your combat glory would be. Yeah.
Yes.
And then multiplied.
And then
mod.
plus leader glory.
Right.
For you.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes.
yeah, you get the leader glory, which
You're
is
the leader.
Alright.
50.
So 6.
Okay, ×2 and then ×2 again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we won like straight up. So 15 turns into 60.
Indeed, it does.
And your guys' turns into way bigger.
Haha!
60.
Sorry.
Haha, I am the biggest. All right, so.
Or just I had more guys to leap in front of me than you did.
It's
More
true.
guys.
Yeah.
some guys.
Some
Mike.
guys, Mike. Some guys. All right, so.
Hi, Edie.
And then, yeah, so your actual battle glory plus some accumulated glory from events following the battle.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cormac gets 820. Wolfram gets 855.
Okay.
And this is including your combat glory?
No.
No.
No, okay.
Yeah. And then the rest of you get 845.
Whoa!
Yeah, bump
Heyo!
down.
So we get over 1,000 with the combat.
Most
glory?
likely, yes.
Oh, wow.
Plus your
Okay.
annual, yeah.
Okay, so once you cross 1,000, you get extra.
You get a bonus point.
All right, thank you.
The bonus point can go into any skill, trait, passion, or statistic. No restrictions.
freebie.
Oh.
Anytime you bump up to the next 1,000 bracket. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Awesome.
Great.
Yes, that is
Dude.
awesome.
No restrictions. I have to think about that. Let's do
Yeah, you gotta think about that.
I'm gonna bump my read up to 1.
Yeah.
Dude.
What'd you hit?
I'm now at 6962.
Wow.
I'm like, I get glory for this round and next round if I survive.
Yeah.
Well, alright.
Wee!
All the size, man.
Sneebles.
Where it's at, build those hit points up.
I know,
Yep.
that's what I...
Size is
Sorta.
19.
Your size is a 19 now?
Oh, I'm
Wow.
a giant.
I
Wow.
was like, isn't
Packing
it
it
like you hit a
away,
certain
yeah.
age and it's like...
Hey, you've seen the picture of my character on Obsidian Portal.
I don't believe I remember, actually.
He's played by someone who plays Little John.
Oh, that guy.
He's lovable and tall and chubby.
Exactly.
Oh, where am I gonna put...
Missing an ear.
And that's a good example, actually, of how you can use a bonus point to break the rules, because normally your max is 18 on a stat, or 21 for con. But you can use it to have outrageous size, or outrageous whatever you want.
What? Anything?
Outrageous dexterity, outrageous appearance.
Anything?
Alright, well...
Outrageous sword, I would imagine.
Yes, of course.
Cormac's at 17, so it's not too
I'm
far.
raising my app back up to 11.
Kinner
Nice.
only
Wow.
at 16,
Nice.
but...
Welcome to the club.
I spent a lot of time building up my strength and my dex, though, so...
Yeah.
To be fair.
Con.
Yeah, I love how the
Sword.
size chart is skewed
Yep,
towards
con.
pre-modern sizes. So size 19 is weighing in at a massive 238 pounds.
Holy.
Whoa!
Linebacker.
Yeah.
It is
17.
bigger than you.
17's 196.
196.
Yeah.
Also bigger than you. That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
Oh, God.
And was it Kinrain that had this? Kinrain had the size 5 sister, right?
Yeah.
Size 5. Yeah.
She's a size 5. Like,
which is 50 pounds. I mean, it's just like.
she's a kitten.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not my sister. It's my husband's wife.
That's right.
My husband's
Mike,
super
your-
hot wife.
Your husband's wife?
No, my brother.
Your mother's?
Kinraid has a secret.
I mean, I know pagans are a little non-traditional, but
This is ridiculous.
Seriously.
have you heard?
No. My brother's wife.
Your brother's wife.
My brother's wife, not my husband's brother, but my brother's wife.
Your brother's wife.
Oh.
She is a size 5. I think my wife is like a size 11 or something like that. Something normal.
Something normal.
No, you're like probably like 3d6 plus 2.
It's 5.
I love all
The
ones.
absolute minimum. Nice.
No, actually, it's 2d6, so the minimum is a 4.
Oh wow.
Size 4.
Yikes.
Like 40 pounds? Like, how does that?
How's that even work?
Midget, I guess.
Dwarf? Yeah.
Yeah,
Have to be a
maybe.
dwarf.
We were talking about being like half fairy.
Yeah.
There's a possibility.
Like
Makes
there's
sense.
rumors that she has fairy blood.
She's an elf, something like that.
She is tiny, wispy, and blonde.
There you go.
She might blow away in a stiff breeze. All right. Very good. Oh yeah, and Desiree wanted me to point out that the miniatures vignette remains the same in the Anarchy phase. Normally it is going to change when we go into new phases.
Oh.
But it actually remains the same for the Anarchy phase because the politics are much the same and the armor and fashions are much the same. So there you go.
All right.
All right.
I just thought it was a good context note.
Yes, exactly. Even though we're in a new phase.
Context is still the same.
Context is still the same, exactly.
Indeed.
Yeah. Cool.
Sometimes it changes.
Anarchy!
Oh yeah. Yes.
Anarchy reigns.
So, speaking of which, in the year 496, or actually just a few days before the year 496, because it is Yule Court at Sarum, and you have all gathered for the saddest Christmas you can remember in quite some time.
I've had one of those.
The most depressing feast cards are passed out.
Wait, you got cursed?
Yeah, I got cursed.
Yeah.
He had a Christmas curse.
You woke up this morning and
Wait,
just
what?
-1 to all rolls for the year.
Dude!
Yeah.
It's because his lips
I touched
touched the
the
wine.
Why would you touch the wine?
That was cool.
Just had.
Was it format?
Thought it was a big shot.
Made me feel like a big man. I think it would count if it was just the tip. I mean, that's the same.
Oh, yeah.
It's that kind of thinking.
No, just the lip.
exactly.
Just the lip. Just the lip.
Ew.
Heyo.
Now we gotta take a shower.
Oh
Oh my god. Just take the whole picture.
Oh,
Just
wow.
don't, yeah. Just,
Don't taint it.
yeah, you can just use that one from now on.
Oh, it's tainted.
yours.
It's tainted.
just the lip does.
It's just a look.
Anyways.
It's almost summer.
Doodly-doo, doodly-doo.
So yeah, there's a on that note, it's really sad. And,
Okay. Yeah.
Gallows humor.
Sure.
no, gallows humor for sure. No, there's a chill wind blowing outside. There's a couple of feet of snow in the courtyard at Salisbury Castle. Periodically, you'll hear a woman's weeping noise
Oh,
coming
God.
through the gallery.
Just all the people in mourning.
Yeah, just people spontaneously just start weeping.
They're giggling. Stop it. It's very
It's like, and I
sad.
have a changeling.
Some people are weeping or laughing inappropriately.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure, that happens.
It
A
happens.
weird little
Oh,
wood
yeah.
baby.
Oh, yeah.
It does, and so so yes, as we went over last year, the Earl apparent is 3 years old, and
Yay, you lived!
In case Wolfram was wondering.
yes, I mean he does have
How
a piercing
old?
gaze,
Mm-hmm.
and anyway, and
Although not everyone believes him to be
You did stuff with his
heir
sister.
apparent.
Oh, you know.
well, there's rumors.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And
Did
then
you
the
read that,
midwives vows
Wiki?
for Ellen having birthed the baby.
What?
Ooh.
Oh man, that's
Wow.
right.
Yes.
How nice do their cottages look right now?
Pretty nice.
Yes. So at any rate, you're all gathered around Countess Ellen. There she is. She's back.
Oh yeah,
and
the new pictures have our little things in the corner.
Yes, I made new cards because I have room for their stats on the back.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very
Yeah,
fancy
it's
now.
pretty
She's
great.
lovely as ever.
Huzzah!
Yes, and so
Really neat.
yeah, decided to get
Yeah.
out of the ghetto and actually do something proper. So so at any rate, she's there. Most of the ranking knights of Salisbury are there. Sir Jeridan is there, of course.
Yes.
And
I feel like I should be elsewhere, but
and the discussion is circulating as to what to do. What to do. The Countess is the legitimate authority in the county, but she'll need the cooperation of her knights to back that up.
Anything my lady needs.
So Kinrain's completely on board with this.
I feel so guilty. I'm like, it is my duty, it is upon my honor to see her heir to my place.
Yes, Sir Hywel the Banneret of West Lavington. There he is. He
looks like a dick.
well,
He's about to act like one too.
he's about to act like one. The underlighting doesn't help. No.
Exactly.
Exactly. No, he says, yes, Kinrain, it is awfully strange that you and Cormac were the only ones to survive the poisoning.
Here we go.
Oh god, Kinrain has like a single tear roll down his cheek.
I'm just gonna give this guy the death look.
If it were not for our own unfortunate past, our own misfortunate feast, I would not be here myself.
Do you know what it's like to see all your leaders die before you?
Yes, he does, in fact.
Oh.
Wait, how does he know? He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Otherwise, we'd be giving him the eye.
You don't know me.
We don't know.
We gotta get the old Puerto Rican.
Are we all there or just them?
You're all there.
Okay.
You're all there. So anyone wants to weigh in on that, you can.
Well, we need to find out who did it.
Yeah, you know what?
Coursing.
Sir Garridan.
I vow to the end of my days, I will avenge this.
Of course.
I vouch for Kinrain.
Treasonous
Sir, what's
act.
your name?
Highwall.
Highwall?
Yeah.
Sir, what's your name? Yeah. What is your name again?
Sir not appearing in
Who
this
are you?
campaign.
That's right,
Who are
that's
you
right,
again?
that's right.
No, that was a ploy. Who are you again? I don't even know your name.
Oh, I see.
Uh-huh.
Sir Kinrain is one of the bravest knights in our county. And to question, I don't know about Cormac, but
He's getting there.
to question.
What's
He's
your honor
somewhat
at? What's your honor at?
Honor?
Like 10?
Well, 11 now.
No, 11.
Oh, well then.
I was changed.
So to question
That's right.
Kinrain is to question our countess.
Wow.
For what could he benefit from?
So Highwall says, with all due respect to the Countess and her position, I don't feel like this is a time for women to be taking a position of leadership anyway.
All right, well, I have nothing to say
This
about
is a time for strong men to take the lead.
Did she say anything?
What is she doing?
She's just sitting up in the Earl's throne, watching everything.
And it is upon our honor and our duty to stand behind the true seat of Salisbury, which is the Earl's heir. It is our duty to take care of him until he is able to take charge as a knowledgeable, wise, and worthy leader. Until then, we shall support that rightful claim to such a seat.
And I support that claim as well, but I cannot, in good
sound like
conscience, swear to the Countess at this time. I will do my best to defend my lands and
Don't
and
you
those
understand
adjoining.
that you are actually defending the seat and not a woman?
And I say, at this point in time, it is upon us to swear to each other as Salisbury men
There
to
you
hold
go.
together.
That's the spirit. That's it.
Here, here.
If we cannot hold to our Earl and his family, then what good is our honor?
So, Sir Leo, the head of the Earl's household knights, kind of pumps his fist in the air and he's like, "Hooray!
Yes. Yes.
Well said, Kinrain," and a few other knights are like, "Hurrah! Hurrah!"
Ruffing. Yes. Ruffing and
I'm
So,
out for Christmas cake.
Rhubarb.
a lot of mustaches just...
Yes. Mustache trembling.
So Sir Highwall says, "Then I shall take my leave." And he, whips his...
He flounces.
Does he trip on the way out?
Let me give him a courtesy roll.
Oh, yay.
Oh my god.
He didn't fumble. All right, so...
Damn.
No, he whips his wool cloak around his shoulders and takes off.
My squire tripping on his way out.
Yes, try it. Why not try it?
That would be a breach of...
Oh.
That would be very rude.
All right, so those of you who have sworn for the Countess, you all get a check to your fealty and 1 point of honor.
Awesome.
Hell
Jared and too.
Oh, I do too. I don't need that.
What the hell?
I'm so awesome, I don't need your handouts.
I don't need your handout. I don't need your pity.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like 1 point of honor.
I'm taking care of it. I'm taking care of it. All right. I'm taking care of it. Are you happy? No response. Great.
I'm not.
Wonderful.
Couldn't be less happy.
Good job.
Couldn't be more upset.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Goodness gracious me, oh my.
Okay, so
Okay.
at any rate, that's that settled.
Do we get any glimpses of the little dude?
Little Robert?
Yeah.
He's 3 years old.
Robert's-
He's around.
Is he there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he
there.
being just adorable and toddling about like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
precious wonder?
He's
of
no, he's
life?
like playing under one of the tables.
Yeah? Can
You
I
know,
play with him a little bit?
blessing.
Does he have
sure.
little wooden
Oh.
horses that he's
Yeah, little
Yeah.
Let's say a little hobby horse, like a
Yeah.
little stick with a horse head on it.
They don't have those yet. No.
No?
Those have not been. Those will be invented until the Romance period.
It's a new technology.
Is it? Yeah. Hold on. Let me see when that equipment comes on.
Yeah, exactly. That's.
Oh my god.
Alright, so
well,
with
can
two
I-
little miniature horses.
Can I
Just-
smile at the Countess?
Yes. Yes.
Does she smile at me?
So
what does she do?
after Hyrule
Oh.
leaves, she stands and thanks you all
Oh, good.
for your display of loyalty, and she says, there's no point in pretending that this will not be difficult for us. But I know that if we stand together, we stand a much better chance of weathering whatever storms may come our way in the near future. I want you all to give some thought to knighting any squires, which you already
Right,
did.
did.
And also the walls of the city are old and vulnerable, and I would like to rebuild them in stone if possible. However, our treasury will be
How much money do you need, my lady?
depleted. Well, thank you.
Some money.
By all means.
We've been looking at the steward and I have been looking at the cost. If we upgraded the walls of the castle, that would cost 20 libra. But to enclose the entire city would be 100.
I myself will donate 10.
Very nice, thank you.
Good.
There's what, 5 of us?
Yeah.
So will I.
Well, what does she have currently? She has nothing.
We'll match
What's
your,
she bringing?
We'll match
Yeah.
your donation.
She could probably do matching donations. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it's
Okay,
not
so
like
we
the
get a-
treasury's empty.
Oh, we'll get it halfway there. I'll put a 10 in.
Alrighty.
I will also give 10.
Yeah, I can't not give 10
So we each give 10.
at this point.
Okay, my each money is.
Alright, down to 2 Libra, guys.
Yes.
Alright.
Way to be.
That's how to play, isn't
Don't
it?
lose a
living.
horse, okay?
What's up?
Don't lose a horse.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey. You get a new one every 2 years, and I've gone about 4 years without losing my horse. Doesn't that, like,
That
stack
should
up?
count for
Build up?
something.
You don't get a backlog of charges.
I've got 2 of the wings, right?
Unless. No.
No.
That's a good point.
I raise horses.
It's abstracted so that we don't.
And I
spend
have
our-
an extra destrier.
So that we don't spend our sessions keeping track of how many new horses you have.
What do you mean our sessions? I can do this after the game.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
you could, but.
All right.
Some
All right.
of us, no. Not so much.
Alrighty, so alright, very good. So she
Well then.
she thanks you all. She's a bit speechless actually.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
That's nice.
Mhm. And she says construction will begin as soon as the weather clears. So
So how much should we end up giving? 50?
you gave 50,
Yeah.
she'll match it.
10 each.
So
Alright,
you'll
so
be able
city.
to enclose the entire city.
Good.
Can we get a little plaque with our names on it?
Oh my god.
Actually,
Like there's
which one
a
of
break
you
with
want
each
to
of our
put it?
names.
Yeah, exactly.
Middle class.
With like
So
our
middle
coat of
class.
arms on it?
Yeah, I think,
well,
you know.
maybe over the gates.
Like a
Why not?
little
Yeah.
mosaic built into the wall there.
Something.
Yeah.
Are we, like,
Wow.
are we
nice
the only
about
ones
us.
who gave?
Something nice
Wait a
said.
minute.
Yeah, are
Jared
we the
didn't
only
give
ones
any.
who
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Your wife is filthy rich.
That's how.
Yeah.
So no one else gave anything?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Skinflints.
Yeah, now you all like throw your cloaks over your shoulders.
Yeah, exactly.
You cheap charlatans.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's just a succession of people storming out.
Yeah.
Cloaks thrown.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And then just Countess Ellen, she like kind of looks around and goes, oh well, throws her cloak over her shoulder.
Take the last one.
She's out of there.
Yeah. All right.
Meanwhile,
So
baby Earl
Wolfram plays with Robert a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, how's it going? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Does they
How
have
are
like the same
you?
nose?
Yeah.
Very similar piercing gaze. to say.
I'm trying to, connect a little.
Yeah, sure.
To this bastard that's not mine.
Yeah. To this
Hey,
little
this
one
totally
day-
legitimate
future Earl.
child.
This future Earl.
Exactly.
The future Earl. You're already kissing up.
You just
Exactly.
gotta, you know what side your bread is
Hello.
buttered on.
No kidding.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now everyone wants to play with the baby.
Yeah.
Hey, who doesn't love a baby?
And,
I love babies, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly, you keep making them.
Yeah, and you made it even fake. Now you have a fake baby. Did you
Yeah, well,
did you
wood
bring
baby.
the changeling to court with you?
You should swap them.
Actually, he's only chronologically he's only 3 months old, but he's already has the build of an 18-month-old.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sleeps in the stables.
And he's just kind of like running.
Sleeps in the stables.
He's kind of a dick. He is. He
Eats
you know.
too much and like knocks shit over.
Right, and like if
Yeah.
you try to pick him up, he'll like slap your face. The only person he's nice to is his wet nurse.
Oh god, it's Wilbur Whately.
Yes, exactly. Looks like he's trying to break into the library.
But yeah, he's like running around the ground. Like,
And so I punish him with cold, watered down gruel when he's being a super dick.
oh my God.
Does he wear clothes?
Just
Is he, like,
just
naked?
a little
Little
shit.
loincloth?
Yeah.
A little shit?
Yeah. But that's not.
He just
too
piddles
good.
fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
just leaves a trail.
Sap? Is it just tree sap?
It's tree sap. I'm just picturing Kinrain walking along like,
No, it's not slippery, it's sticky.
Yeah,
Oh,
sticky.
yeah.
Sticky.
All on your next drugs.
That's what I'm saying. I'm spending all of my money on fortifications, not on making the place nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I knew there would be a change.
Gotta buy a couple barrels of salt now. Start wearing your shirts inside out, everyone. Alright, so
Hide the good linens.
For the best.
exactly. Alrighty. So anyway, so that was technically the conclusion of winter phase, and so
Alright.
we're into 496.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was exhausting.
It's
That's
a really
just the
big
conclusion
year.
of winter. What's right on the pretzel?
It's on pretzels.
Okay, there you go. Pretzel!
Look out!
Oh, exactly.
Alright, so anyway. So yeah, you know, you guys all return to your manors. So plans for the year. It's on to you guys here. What
I'd
are you
kind of like to
thinking?
get my son back. Not gonna lie.
You would?
Kind of thinking
There
about
might be a questing beast in that neck of the woods there.
There might be. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
enchanted forest.
I feel like we really need to strengthen the borders of Salisbury.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
Yeah.
Are we still gonna bother with
I know a knight
investigation?
from there.
We're just past that.
Who would we have no leads. I mean,
Yeah.
other than like what? I'm blaming the Saxons.
That's sort of the consensus. There's
Jen, like,
people either
the-
blaming Merlin or the Saxons.
Well, wait a minute. I
Have,
heard
have
that.
Jen's jongleurs figured anything out?
I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Roll.
The what?
Sorry, I didn't mean to step
No,
on
that's
your toes
cool.
there.
That's fine. All right.
No, her,
I'm
her
gonna
traveling performers are intrigued.
I'm gonna impassion this with a love of
That's
Luther.
right.
The little gossip
Oh,
sponges.
okay.
Past that.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Juicy.
So actually, back at your manor, Winterborn Stoke,
Yep.
right? We've got two Winterborns here. So.
Right.
Winterborn Stoke, your jongleur troop sends along a courier from Duke Ulfius of Silchester.
Okay.
He's been making the rounds at the Duke's bidding,
Uh-huh.
letting people know that essentially, I mean, it's not like there was a trial or anything, but essentially the Ulfius and many of the other great lords, remaining great lords of Britain, feel that it was a Saxon witch who cursed the king's wine after the battle.
Did you say Saxons? I agree.
Clearly it was Saxons, yes. And that the Collegium, the Collegium is going to be convening in London this year at St. Paul's Cathedral to elect a new, not London, Silchester. They're going to be convening in Silchester to elect a new king.
Really?
Oh,
Oh, in Silchester, huh?
Yeah.
Could we? I mean, is there any of that wine left we could take to like one of the kingdom's surviving mace? Like,
Can we send that on
macers?
to Duke Ulfius?
No.
Wow.
To have
Like
it,
Lanes?
maybe some other sort of like
Have it scried?
Someone else look
Grand
at it?
Maester could like kind of like figure out. Oh, this is this.
Like an herbalist.
Yes.
That was basically part of the.
Oh, that was part of the
The
process.
investigation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
CSI shit.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea which witch?
They poured it out in a
which
house
witch?
plant and it smoked.
Well,
poison.
the most notorious Saxon witch is named Camille.
Is she the one
Let's go get her.
Let's go get
her. Let's get Camille.
Yes.
Is she the one who
gave
Oh, right,
you
in
the
the
prophecy?
tower.
No, who
Oh,
changed the baby, touched
who raised
me and stuff.
Pace and
What?
Kinrain from the dead.
Possibly.
Oh.
Possibly.
This bitch even less.
Well,
I say we go.
Laying your
give her
hands
a
upon
knock her up.
little hey,
Salisbury
what's
man.
going on?
What do you feel?
They want
All
to
right.
beat up this witch?
Well, we're gonna go and say hello.
Gently
Hey,
interrogate.
we want to bring some justice.
So you guys are going to ride into one of the Saxon kingdoms and...
All right, where's Camille?
All right. Cough her up.
Just like honk
We don't
the
have any
horse.
ideas.
Yeah, honk the horse. Yeah.
Just somewhere in.
Just flash the brights at night.
That's right.
Exactly.
Well, I think we should do that eventually, but maybe we should fortify home
First.
You can certainly put her on your shit list.
Things, yeah,
There's no question about
she's
that.
on the list.
She'll keep.
Right after Merlin.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Right after
Right after Merlin.
Yeah.
After Merlin.
Yeah.
After.
Wow.
Well, Merlin's
That's right. I'm
Merlin.
still not so sure about Merlin.
This is all his fault. No,
No, it's all the
Why?
Saxons'
After the
fault.
Saxons.
Clearly.
he colluded with them or something.
stole
Merlin's
that
in
baby.
this.
Somehow.
Somewhere.
He stole that baby.
You're pretty sure.
He stole
Yeah.
baby. He did steal that baby.
I think it was the Romans.
Oh.
Really?
Really? Really?
I really don't like
The
them.
Franks?
Where are you guys having this conversation? I'm just curious.
We're like
out-
riding home from Christmas.
Okay,
Yeah,
Actually, no, you're having this conversation at Vagon Castle at Easter because you've all convened there. That's where the countess is holding
Are we
her
having
Easter
brunch?
court. Yes, there's an omelet bar.
Mimosas.
Ooh, I'd like mine with eel, please.
Yeah, you've got an eel omelet and you've got your mimosas out. Yeah.
Omelet
So-
bar. That's hysterical.
Make your own omelet bar.
Man, I'd love to go to that. Why'd you have to bring that up?
Let's have our next session at brunch.
Fish and
Yeah.
We
fly.
have a brunch session, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think we should all toast with empty goblets from now on, guys.
Yeah.
Ooh,
The empty
I like
goblet.
it.
Oh,
My squire's gonna
Yes.
be
Empty
tested.
Yes,
goblet
that's
order.
pretty
The
hot.
order of the empty goblet.
I like that.
Oh.
Yes, 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 yes,
I like
yes.
Nice, my good sir.
Whoever you are. over there.
Whoever you are.
No.
I don't know if
Body
that was
voice.
Jared or Des, but yes to what you're doing over there.
Maybe it was Sir Blaine's who said that and walked up to your. No,
Oh,
kill him,
kill
Because
him.
then we just all stab him, right, guys?
Yeah.
We would invite
Also,
him
what
to
would
a
you be doing at Countess Ellen's Salisbury court? I ask you.
Oh, I don't know.
Dick.
No, he's not there. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, the order of the empty goblet. Very good.
That's
Like
what
that.
it is. Yep.
All right.
Oh,
Passions, guys?
Yeah, y'all can generate
Ooh,
loyalty
yeah.
passion to the order if you want.
Sorry.
It would be 3d6 plus 3.
This is now my space.
It's shrunk.
It's shrinking.
It's an isthmus.
Yes,
Oh.
it is. It's an isthmus.
Wow.
Oh,
3d6 plus 3, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
18.
What is it?
Who got a 6?
I did.
You got an 18. Very
I got an
nice.
18.
14 plus 3?
Yep.
17.
17.
Nice.
14.
14.
Oh, 16.
16.
Wow.
And how did
Yeah.
you do?
Ethan?
Yeah.
12.
Bad. I said single digits.
It was your idea.
Yeah, double
He
digits.
kind of was like, well, now that I've thought about it.
Now that someone put a name to it, it's just so much less cool.
Yep.
You've already moved
I
on.
liked it before
Yeah.
it was a thing.
Now it's a thing.
no.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he just wanted it to be a one-time thing, and now
Right.
it's a whole fucking order.
You guys
Yeah.
took the way too
Now
seriously.
we're gonna do it forever.
Got
I was
carried
just
away.
like, the next
I thought
time
this
we
was
do
a
this.
weekend gig. Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, well.
Exactly.
We're just gonna pour out an empty for our homies.
You gotta commit.
Um,
That's great, though. I like that a lot. That's really cool. I'm going to give Tathan a little glory bonus. for
Hey,
that.
should I get glory
Yay.
bonus?
I don't know, does Jared need the glory?
Yo!
would Jared
I do
even
actually.
take the glory?
I'm kidding.
As you know,
I'm
the
kidding.
charisma affects that
I just
way,
want
isn't it?
personally my own glory as the
No, only on your
adversary.
details.
Adversarial
Okay.
glory.
Adversarial. you can-
Adversarial glory.
Right. Anyway. So present at the Eastern Court is none other than your old pal Sir Brastius.
So good to see you.
So you all
Family
arrive.
gathering.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
He's there.
Yeah.
Don't sit him next to me. Don't sit him next to me.
Always next to me.
Yeah.
Sit with me. Sit with me. Sit with me.
Yeah, no. So you all ride into the Bailey at Vagon Castle and find Sir Brastius out in the court talking with Sir Lad, the marshal.
Oh,
Yep,
good
just
one.
like old times.
And yeah, pretty much. And Brastius actually rather animated. He's recovered from his wounds sustained at St. Albans, and he's talking. He's like, "Yes, I tried to pull on it myself, and it wouldn't budge." And
what are we talking about?
Rim shot.
and so Sir Lad sees you all, and he's like, "Oh, my good knights, Sir Kinrain and the rest. Yes, please." Sir Brastius was just telling us about, or telling me about this remarkable miracle at London, in the courtyard of St. Paul's Cathedral. A sword has appeared, stuck into an anvil. What did you say it said on the blade there, Brastius? And Brastius is like, oh, something about only the king will pull me out, or something like that. But like I said, I tried to give it a tug and it wouldn't move.
Is that
Only the king will pull me out. Is that what?
That's exactly
what we said.
Only the king
Starts
pulls out?
chuckling.
Yeah, exactly.
We'd all be chuckling, right? It's earthy time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are some suppressed giggles.
I almost get that joke.
Are they not
With
getting
a 9
it?
of lustful, almost get it. It's
Oh,
like
you
right
got
on the
a
tip there.
9?
No.
Oh,
Wait,
Trying to
guys,
relate.
No, I didn't get it.
is it ladies?
It's
Does it
gone.
have to do with ladies, guys?
Yes, is it girls?
Oh my god.
A sword, you say? Wow.
Oh, wow, sword and an anvil.
31, but that's like an 8-year-old compared to now.
Yeah, that's not.
Mhm.
Yeah.
33.
So at any rate, you all start walking up the up the stairs along the motte up towards the hall at the top, and Brastius is now a bit more serious, and he says, the King of Malahout has sent word that Pictish scouts are being seen all across the north.
Oh, the damn Picts.
Merchants say that Irish ships are massing in the west. That bastard Idris from Brittany is going to attack from the south, and Saxons are on the march. In small groups across the country, and massing in armies to the south as well.
Okay.
And as he says that, you enter the hall, and you see a Saxon
What?
talking to Countess Ellen.
No!
What
What the hell? What is this travesty? Who is this motherfucker?
You've never seen him before.
Get away from the countess!
He looks properly Saxonish, though.
Right. Bloodless wonder.
Wait, are we armed?
We are.
yeah.
All times.
Oh my god! I am like...
Yeah.
Oh, it's go time. You want a piece of me?
I'm sorry, a hatred of 20.
Woo! You kind of have to do something. You kind of have to.
So,
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
Blades
right?
are out.
Get away from her!
Right.
You cad, you...
Yeah.
All right.
You
and-
flaxen-haired
Stand back with your poisonous words and your poisonous wine.
Yes! This man!
What he said.
Yeah. But with my sword in you.
Oh, okay.
So Countess Ellen, she raises a conciliatory hand.
Okay.
And you do see that, like, there are some of her household knights are there. Sir Leo is there. Sir Bar. They are armed. They're armed.
I just like...
What is going on?
What's up?
I don't know why he's here either, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Bar's.
Shrugs.
And so Countess Ellen says, I appreciate your readiness to leap to my defense, but Prince Esquine is here.
Prince, this guy's
Esquine. He's going.
On my invitation. And, and Esquine says, yes, indeed I am. I have come at the bidding of my father, the King of Essex, to offer you a deal.
Okay.
And so Brastius cocks an eye, and he leans in and he whispers, the Saxons have been sending envoys to many courts across southern Logres.
It's part of their plan.
But they have the Gauls do this after their disastrous defeat at St. Albans.
Oh, the infamous poisoning of the wine.
And so Ellen says, yes, Esquine says that his father is offering us his protection
until it's no longer convenient.
if we pay him
Kidding me with protection
if we
like
pay
that?
him tribute.
Oh, yeah.
And he offers a guarantee of peace and protection. And Esquine says, we will not even ask for your vassalage. I'm sorry, your vassalage. Though such an expression of loyalty would require less tribute and get you even more privileges.
I would rather name my changeling the heir of my lands.
Ooh, that's good.
Changeling there is a changeling there.
No.
They're like just fucking up shit.
Like pulling tapestries off the wall.
I kind of like him following me around.
I do, and I like him.
Yeah, bring him.
A little crappy.
Oh my god.
He's still technically my son.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, if
I
you
was just
turn...
thinking if you wanted to go to the forest, you'd want to have him like on hand at all times.
That's what I was saying. He's
Oh,
got
yeah.
a little knapsack that one of the squires keeps him in. They take turns.
Like a little bird cage? Like Willow or
No,
something?
It's the drawstring with his head poking out.
I love that better. Oh my god.
It says you cannot cast the changeling out, kill it, or even give it to Saxon slavers without instantly losing 5 honor and 10 from love of family.
Like I said,
Holy. From
he's
love of
still
family.
my son.
Because that is essentially abandoning your son.
He's a son for a son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still
I just
somebody's
love the
son
idea
now.
of him
He's
always
my
around,
son.
like, just fucking with shit.
Let's see. I guess, if the other son was named Adern, we could name him
Otter.
Adern.
Evil Adern.
Evil Adrian. Mirror Universe Adrian.
Yeah.
Alright, so... yeah, so at any rate...
Bad Adern.
So that's happening.
So the Countess
Like
says,
that
the Countess says, Esquine has asked for
Yes.
100 heads of cattle and 100 pounds of silver.
Whoa.
Wow.
Why should we trust this guy?
We shouldn't.
Hmm.
How many of their men fought at Battle of St.
Nope.
Just saying.
Yeah, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Let's kill
No.
him.
The Order of the Empty Goblet Census.
Let's kill him.
I'm like seething with rage. I'm still like bristling. Like, how dare he show his dirty, dirty filth and it's just Saxon facing.
Yeah, actually, for Kinrain and anyone else who has a hate of Saxons of 16 or better,
Oh, yeah.
roll an
Yeah.
opposed roll of your hate passion versus your
Fealty.
Just.
no, your
Hospitality.
Prudent reckless?
hospitality.
Hospitality.
Which do we roll first?
Hatred.
Hatred of Saxons.
Oh, I crit it.
It's going down.
I actually beat with my hospitality.
Alright, so you're barely keeping yourself in check.
I'm like red like a beast.
Yes.
When you see
Shaking
Concord put shoulder past you. And what do you want to do?
Yeah.
What do you want to do with that critted hatred? Besides
Check
checking
that
it.
hatred.
We'll check.
Yeah.
Check your
Huh?
hatred.
Oh.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Because you are gonna wreck
no.
yourself.
Yeah,
It's
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that T-shirt. Check myself, lest you.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Unless you wreck
that.
myself. Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
Off with his head, I guess.
Oh!
Right in the
Go for it.
hall.
Oh my god.
Right in front of the throne. This is so exciting.
This is like Shades of Lily. Like,
Yeah, actually.
My hospitality dictates that I don't say anything, but I might be nodding my head just a little bit.
I'm just staring dumbly.
I'm like, what just happened?
I'm waiting intensely.
This is happening.
How do we feel about the Saxons?
We hate them.
I'm game to see this.
I hate them
I am
less
too.
than 10.
Oh, you don't?
I hate Saxons at 6.
You're a Saxon.
what do you
Wow.
hate anything?
I hate Blaines twice as much as I hate Saxons.
Oh, it's
Still not
personal.
huge, but
I mean,
No.
I still hate Blames twice as much as you hate Saxons.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I still don't want to cut his head off if I see him.
no.
Like, I want to, but I don't
crit it. I
know.
don't.
You got
No,
it.
yeah,
you
you're
got it.
definitely-
You got it.
So-
It's
so,
go time.
I guess.
It's go
Yeah.
time for you.
Yeah.
Sir
Do
Leo,
something.
being the seasoned household knight that he is, he was kind of like tense. Like
He's
a,
ready.
Ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's ready. So he's going to spring forward and try and restrain you. So let's do an opposed dex
Yeah.
roll. Go ahead and
Okay.
roll
Oh
your
my
dex.
Who's bigger?
Alright.
Who's bigger?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
with
Well, that'll come down if Leo tackles him.
Okay.
Oh. I make it?
What'd you
I make
roll?
it. I rolled a 5.
I got a 13,
Okay.
and Leo has a dex of 14.
Dang!
Oh,
God.
okay.
Yes.
Leo.
So,
That's good. He wins.
Yes.
yeah, so Leo's just like out of nowhere grabs your sword arm and just pulls it back.
God.
You know, as you're drawing your
Yeah,
you know, and that's
yeah.
fine, just kinda like cocks an eyebrow, you know.
Oh, can you handle it? What are you gonna do?
And then, you know, and then he goes, turns to the countess, and they call us the barbarians.
I'm trying to get 3.
Oh man.
Oh.
Wow. The ghost of Arendelle
I
spinning
don't
in his
know.
Coming
grave.
from the fucking Viking who can't even grow a beard.
Okay, now it's hair follicle.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
I
that's
love
what it is.
see.
throwing shade on hair
That's so
follicles.
hipster.
I mean,
It's pretty
Seriously.
bad.
That's smarts.
Yeah, it's smart.
It's like brambles.
Anyway, so
actually, I
he,
don't think Henry has a beard.
No.
His wife's Christian. She likes it smooth.
Nice.
Oh.
No, Tatum's bearded.
Yeah,
Thou
the
shalt not trim
beardiest.
thy. Yeah.
Weirdy beardy.
Weird beard, yes. it's
So at any rate,
established.
he
Makes the whiskers tickle. Wink, wink.
You didn't have to wink.
he
Yeah, I did. And yeah, it's good for his benefit. Yes.
so he
What?
turns to the Countess
Wait, what?
and he
Yes.
bows.
Yes.
And he says, consider my offer. I will return at midsummer for your response.
100 pounds.
Don't bother.
So he leaves. He had a couple, Hearthguard with him. They come out with him.
There's
So-
more of them, yes.
Yeah.
I bite my thumb at him as he leaves.
I've had my thumb at you, sir.
All right. So, so the doors slam,
Wow. Yeah, they do.
and
Going to hit your ass on the way out.
Mm.
and Brastius says, your passionate hatred is certainly understandable, but these are precarious times we live in, and I know that you would not be the only court in Logres to arrange for a deal of this nature, were you to do it.
Maybe we should be the ones who retain our honor and do not side with the enemy as soon as things become tough.
He just shrugs. He says, "It is not my place to advise the Countess further."
Really?
The gall of our
We're the Countess's loyal
defeated
men.
enemy
If
to-
she has anyone but us, to give our opinion and our counsel.
Certainly.
How can I stay loyal if she sides with the?
You can't.
Yeah.
Then we got big problems.
Yeah.
I mean,
Put up the damn wall for
that'd be
nothing.
hard.
Exactly.
Right.
It's fealty 21, hatred 20.
Woof.
Ooh, ouch.
The edge of a knife.
I love you as much as I hate them, my lady.
So the Countess says, I have no intention of swearing any sort of allegiance to the Saxon swine.
Okay.
I think the only thing we need to consider is buying ourselves some time.
Okay.
It might be worth paying tribute this year, just to keep them off our backs, until such time as the walls can be completed
Yeah.
at Sarum. But if you feel that even that would be too far, then that is a worthy opinion as well, and I will not gainsay it.
So we have Saxons threatening us to the south,
Yeah.
Picts threatening us to the
North.
The other way.
Irish.
The Irish.
West.
Irish.
West.
Okay.
Irish in the
Irish
west.
In the water.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The
East
Britons
is
from
the
the
other
east.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might
yeah.
be wise to at least have one.
But we can't. But the thing of it is, you can't trust them.
Yeah.
You can pay them and they attack you anyway. So it's not like.
Again, like how long before it's no longer convenient for them to go back to the rest of their Saxon allegiances?
They get a year or two out of this.
Yes, they do.
And that's the thing. As much as we might be, aided by them, they'd just be using us, swearing allegiance.
Boy.
What if we just attack them?
Right.
I think
Because we
that's
already beat them at St. Albans,
Yeah, we
so
got
they're
them
kind
once.
of down a
Not
little.
wise either, though.
No?
We did have the United Kingdoms of Britain against the Saxons, and now
We don't.
We Salisbury men,
Not even all of us at that.
but for ourselves and each other.
Right.
I think as long as we band together and stay together.
Could try and assassinate their leader.
See, I like that idea.
Yeah.
Assassination. That's a good
I
one.
like
You
that
guys and your
idea.
assassinations.
I know.
It works.
I will say my lady's safety is more important to me than vengeance against the filthy Saxons.
Ooh.
A lot of us are in the south.
Probably.
Well, this was Esquine from Essex, which is east of London, actually. Your most immediate Saxon neighbor is Sussex, which is more
My neighbor.
more easterly of you than than southerly.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And the Sussex hasn't approached us.
not yet. Nor has Kent. But I do have a grudge record.
A grudge record.
Oh, really?
Wow,
Yes.
that's impressive.
Wait, show us again.
For us or them?
For them. Yeah. I'm going to keep track of each of the Saxon kingdom's attitudes towards you. Based off of your actions.
They can put me at the top.
I mean, not to mention the fact if we swear our allegiance to this one Saxon horde, then what's not to cause the other ones to attack us in retaliation? We have no idea what their own rapport is with their own kind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's telling you that, hey, I'll keep these other guys off your back.
We don't know.
Or he just uses this as a buffer.
Yeah.
As a divergence, they already hate the Britons, and then they get to hate us for also allying themselves against
Let's invite him for a
mutual
hunt.
enemies.
Yep.
The whole Saxon army.
Taven, how are your lands looking for hunting this year?
Well, they've quite recovered ever since the Sagrius event.
Good.
Would you say that
Better
his
than ever.
Yes.
blood rendered the ground even more
Fertilized,
fertile than
yeah.
before?
Yes.
Indeed, his
A single black rose bush now grows from where.
The rest of you guys
Zagreus
aware
was
that
killed.
today is the day of the Feast of Pan? Just as an FYI.
Oh.
Oh.
This
Oh,
Sunday.
interesting.
It says Jade, not it.
Oh, for real.
I thought it was Pendragon.
No, I'm saying like, hey guys, by the way, and speaking of blood sacrifice and debauchery,
Yeah, right. yeah.
it is the Feast
Sorry.
of Pan today.
Bring, bring
Failed
your
that.
goats
So
in
let
tonight.
that
Failed
influence
that.
you. Bring your goats in tonight.
Yeah. Well, that's what they do. They get wasted and go tear goats apart.
Everyone
Yeah,
buys
we
that.
all get naked, have an orgy, and just pour wine on each other and a bunch of dead goats.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Yep.
I'm not suggesting that, but I'm saying.
What?
Well, I think you just
proposing,
did.
Jade?
Like a proxy of that? Do we like play the Sims and like?
I did loudly suggest
I'm just gonna
that
go ahead and pause the recording right now,
At
and we'll
the-
be back.
the bacon room. And several people like, I'm sorry, we're doing what? Libations of what?
What are we doing now with the what now?
Haha, goats. Go
All
on,
right.
go on.
So
That
what's
was
going on
good.
now?
Yes. What is going on now? Well, Sir Lad, of course, is there and says, you heard you heard the Saxon. We have some time to decide on this. In the meantime, we will be riding patrol as usual, being extra vigilant, of course, for any incursions that we may come across.
How stand the lands? Are there any bannerets or lower knights that are not or are more willing to ally with our neighbors than to protect our lands?
Maybe the guy who flipped his cloak at us.
Yeah, Sir Hyrule has retired to his castle at Devises and is more or less pouting there. He has
Let's get at that.
Where's the music? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Right there.
and he has he and the Lord of Warminster have formed an alliance, but they have not indicated that they will stand against us per se. It's just that they are.
Although they're like
Where's
right next to
Devises?
the Silchestermen, like.
Devises is on the northwest quadrant of the county.
So he's not in danger of these Saxons.
Not really. Yeah. Yeah, it's on your Salisbury map there. And then
Who's threatening us to the north?
no one for the moment.
Oh,
well, the Picts are in Malahau.
yeah.
They're
Yeah,
well
they're kind
away.
of very far north.
Yeah.
What about the anything to the west?
Irish.
To the west, well, you've got the Irish and Gales, but you've got kind of Somerset, Clarence, and Gloucester. You've actually heard that Gloucester has fallen into civil war. The Duke of Gloucester was killed, and his two sons, the Red and Green Bannerets, are now fighting each other.
Well,
Right.
that's
I.
So we don't have to worry about them.
Who would have thought that they would have
They're busy.
shared?
I know, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
power sharing. Huh.
Besides, they were super. They were like super into us, weren't they? Like, they really.
No, they were like more like the showy offy ones. It was the other one whose
Oh, that's right.
father was actually poisoned. His son was the one who was like totally stoked and thought we were the
Lack.
shit.
Oh, Squire Lack, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's now
Yeah.
Sir Lack, yeah. Yep. And they're actually dealing with the Irish quite
As
a
they
bit.
were before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
More so, right.
All right.
Yes, but yeah, to the west you've got Somerset, which is where you see Warminster there. Somerset's beyond that. And
Yes.
then beyond that you have Jagent, and then the old land of Cornwall.
So, has anybody heard anything about this sword and the anvil in the room? I asked. Anybody know anything about that?
Brastius was the one who brought the news, so it's kind of new to everyone.
Okay.
Blah blah blah. That's silly.
Just curious.
Yeah, nothing will ever come of that.
No.
Yeah. No.
There's no king. He hasn't been elected yet.
It's some public art piece, no doubt.
Right.
Pay with our bloody taxes.
Yeah.
They call that art.
They call that art.
Yeah, exactly. What are you gonna do? It's modern art.
Sword stuck in an anvil. How do fools keep from barking their shins on it?
It's a fool detector. That's what it is.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
There is some glory involved if you go and try and pull it out, though. All right, so
If you try and pull it out.
I'm not guaranteeing that you'll be able to pull it out.
Haha!
To London. All right. So,
Hey guys, drop everything. Let's get some glory.
yeah, exactly.
Yep. What was that? What?
What glory?
Glory?
At any rate, so
So what's going on?
So
we're
basically, Elad is just saying, yeah, we're gonna ride patrol. The county is somewhat fractured, but not as badly as say Gloucester. It's not open civil war at this point. And Elad's just kind of, let's just business as usual, guys.
And threatening us to the east is.
To the east, to the south, you're relatively secure because you've got Hanton and the ports.
But the Saxons are threatening us to the south.
And then, more to the southeast, and that's Sussex.
Mm.
And then to the immediate east, you've got Silchester, which is not exactly friendly ground.
What if we paid the Saxons to invade Silchester? That would take care of two of our foes at once.
It's true.
Is the guy still in the castle? Can we ask him?
He has departed.
I'm sure he's still in the city.
It's just the castle, the Vagon castle.
Oh, just the castle. Okay.
Want to chase after him?
Yeah, you could go riding after him if you want.
I don't know. What do the rest of you think?
It's worth a shot.
Let's mix it up.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. It's not like we got a whole lot of a plan here.
Yes.
I mean, I will say all of that shit borders my lands, so.
This is true. You're in a precarious position.
Well, as a banneret, I'm in charge of all of those lands on that border in the forest. They're not only my own home, but which is more safe, I will say, than, for instance, Duplain Castle or the others. I think it is my duty to keep them safe rather than put them at risk for the sake of heavy vengeance against Sir Blaine's.
What has Sir Blaine's ever done to you?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah. Nothing to nobody, no how.
My dick is still burned into your field.
Well, it's been a couple of years.
I don't know. I did it like, giant white man.
It actually reminds me. It just
like
kinda,
salted, burned and salted.
Well, it kind of reminds me.
down to the
It
top
reminds
roll.
me of like how much fun it was to raid your castle, your manor. So it's just more of a remembrance than anything.
It's just our little dance.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have like some sort of like weird like Batman and Joker? We kind of love each other.
Exactly.
There's no
One
one
of
else
you is
who
going to be
understands.
hanging upside down and slowly swinging back and forth.
I don't know. Maybe you guys will be like the Nicholson, Keaton, Batman, Joker.
Yeah. Talking about who made who.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are you guys doing?
All right. So, well, you're all cogitating. So we'll just move along as you guys ride on
A lot
patrol.
to digest.
Exactly.
They're patrolling.
Patrol.
All right.
Okay.
So, patrol. So yeah, you ride out from Vagon, and you're basically just patrolling the boundary of the woods down along the south end of the county there, the Modron Forest and Collingburn. Right? Collingburn, North Stanley.
Yep.
I think. Yep. And then over towards the Camelot Forest.
Okay, so maybe we're keeping our eyes peeled for the beast. As we're doing
Definitely,
this.
absolutely.
Anyone see any like pagan-looking children running around? Just let me know.
Mushroom circles or anything.
Any little Muppet, on a stick going back and forth. Yeah.
The hair.
Yeah, it's like wild Sesame Street hair. Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
All right, so
Hear anyone calling for their pet fizz gig?
Yay.
Only 4 months old and already yelling for its pet.
Remarkable.
The Fae do strange things.
absolutely
Precocious.
remarkable.
Indeed.
Precocious.
Oh, and of course, you all know. I think I might have mentioned this last week, but I definitely posted on the wiki that Queen Igraine has retired to Amesbury Abbey.
Yes.
So you've also got Igraine in your county, which is something else to consider, I suppose.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean, some people might want to,
preserve
go after that as leverage of some sort. So. At any rate.
Where is she again?
Amesbury. It's
Where Lady Jenna
In
is.
the center of the...
Yeah.
near Sarum.
Right next to North Manton, Winter's Low.
So maybe we should check her out, make sure she's okay.
Make sure Lady Jenna's okay.
Make sure to check on Lady.
You know,
Jenna.
just say hi.
I mean, we'll be in the area, right?
We'll be right there.
Eventually, yeah. You'll circle back up around.
the apps.
Yeah.
See how she's doing.
Sure. So you've spent a week slowly working your way down along the southern boundaries of Salisbury. Concord's new castle is coming along nicely.
Oh, great.
And
Looking good.
mhm. And is a welcome addition to the southern boundary defenses for sure.
Very good.
Foundations are being laid for Wolfram's castle as well.
Gotta keep up.
Keep up, yeah.
Keep up with the Concords.
And then Wolfram, what was yours? It's
Winterborn Stoke.
Stoke. And you're Winterborn Gunner. Hold on, I'm circling. I'm trying to just get a sense.
Yeah.
Of course, Wolfram, you've got that ancient mound on your property.
I do have an ancient mound.
Might be an old king sleeping beneath it.
Could be
or something.
anything beneath that. We just don't
And
know.
then you're Newton Tony.
I also have a
I'm
total.
Newton Tony, yeah.
That's right.
One of us is Cholderton, right?
I
No.
don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
Have you found Wolfram's?
Oh, Wolfram's is right in there. Oh wait, no. I'm still looking for Winterborn Stoke.
Yeah,
That's another.
there's a few Winterborn.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's a popular name, Winterborn.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And then
Oh, yes.
Tathan's in Newton's.
Newton
Tony.
Yeah.
Over by the river here.
There she is.
And you are.
Hitton. And then also the Wallops, Broughton, Buckleton, Duplain.
Yes.
By proxy.
Another
Oh,
over
yeah.
over Wallop.
The Wallops.
One of the Wallops.
And where
Yeah.
Concord? Where are you at?
Concord is Salisbury down here.
Okay.
Okay.
Just get a little.
Yeah, no,
sense.
it's good to know where everyone is. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Coordinating
I've
defense.
really
and whatnot.
ever, looked at that.
It hasn't really mattered, no,
No,
yeah,
it
because the
hasn't.
Earls just sort of convened you all.
Like, oh, I
right?
just built some beehives, guys.
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
exactly.
good for you, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
Pretty centrally located, everybody.
Uh-huh.
Well, it is good that we're nice and close to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's really out in the boonies, except for maybe Concord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Concord's kind of
way out.
he's down near the Monster Haunted
But
Woods.
it's
But other than
nice.
that,
Nice.
Yeah, look, it looks nice down there.
it looks nice.
Yeah.
The giants never come too close.
I mean, it's very close to Vagon.
They're more afraid of you than
You
you
know,
are.
a major.
Right,
It's a
yeah.
good place to be.
Throw a few rocks at them there.
Is this before the time when someone would dig something up to have a look at it?
You can totally dig it up.
That's I would
Do it! Do it!
Little
Digging
medieval
it up.
archaeology.
Digging it up.
And
Dig up
you're
that
gonna really
corpse.
you're gonna really piss off later archaeologists.
Yep.
It belongs
I'm
in the
gonna lose
museum.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, put this on my mantle.
This shows
Yes.
signs of having been looted in previous centuries.
Yes. Oh. Like that
Alright.
cape, like that cape, that gold cape.
Oh god, yeah. Amazing story. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so so anyway, Wolfram is forming plans to excavate his property.
See what's in there.
See what's in there.
Maybe it'll pay for the castle because I got to keep up with the Concords.
Yep.
Seriously.
Modern Castle Magazine.
Look at him. Look at him.
Look, every day I see their
Unbelievable.
wagons going back and forth.
Wagon after beautiful limestone.
Just showing off at this point. No, actually,
like,
the reason why these castles are so cheap is because they are wooden. So.
What? Oh.
The hell?
Can't make stuff out of stone.
Great stone hall, guys.
That's about as good as you can hope for right now. is
Yeah.
upgrading to a stone hall, but you can do that once you've built your castle.
Okay.
You can upgrade your hall
Yes.
because your hall's sitting on top of your motte now, and
Okay.
then you can upgrade that.
Yeah.
So and that
It's a
will
process.
It is a process.
It is a process.
It's never really ever done.
Never
Right.
done. No.
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 What do you think of my oak beams, Wolfram?
Whoa! Throw
They're
that shit.
gorgeous. They're gorgeous.
Is that teak?
Yeah.
The acoustics?
Oh.
Bamboo
It's
laminate.
kind of flicking the wood.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Nice.
That's a hard one.
At any rate, so So you guys are out near
Shelves
the.
get CAD and like designer castle.
Oh yeah.
So,
Wouldn't be too hard.
let's see. You guys are out near out near the Ebble River and the Camelot Forest.
With my manner.
When you see some riders tearing across the countryside at a full gallop.
What do they look like?
Colors?
No colors. Their cloaks are flying behind them. They're not armored.
Messengers.
They look to be, yes.
Yes.
So,
Can we move to intercept?
indeed. You were actually paused for the moment as a lad went off into the bushes to answer the call of nature, but the rest of you can act accordingly if you wish.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's get in
We
there.
gotta know.
All right.
We must know.
All right. So.
We'll leave a squire with a lad, so he doesn't.
Well, he's got his squire, so
Okay.
you know.
He'll point him in the right
My
direction.
brother's there, right?
Fine.
I mean,
You're who?
the brother.
Yeah, the brother Percy.
Oh yes, of course, Squire Percy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Square.
Your
Okay.
brother's your squire? Yes. Keep
Again,
it in the family.
Kindred and Concord.
Yeah. Those little cheapy knights.
Yeah.
All right.
Her eyes get all
So.
big.
All right. So you guys ride out, and the messengers see you, and they veer towards you. They definitely want to make contact.
Oh, they do. That's
right.
unexpected.
And they're you know, like one of them's like waving his
Okay.
arm. You know.
We see you.
We wave back.
Yeah.
This
So-
is why we're riding towards you.
Right. So they rein their horses in. You know, dirt and clods flying everywhere.
Good.
And they say, "Are you knights of Salisbury?"
We are.
Yes, we are.
Oh, thank the good sweet Lord, we made it. We are from Hampshire, and we have been invaded.
Oh, great.
By who?
Saxons.
No.
Saxons.
Of course.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So,
Wait.
I know.
So the Saxons are going to be busy with Hampshire this year?
They hadn't by chance made any proposals to you prior to this invasion.
That's a very good question.
no, this was an invasion by sea. Ships arrived most unexpectedly outside of Hanton, and an entire army of Saxons has debarked. Our lord has mustered his army, and battle is being joined even as we speak.
My God.
Whew. Okay.
Shitty dude.
Well, we'll definitely carry news of this to our court.
Okay. So they say lead on.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So where are we at right now?
You are near Ebble, and
Okay, there we are. So it's a pretty much straight shot to Sarum.
let's see where the Countess is right now. Though.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
She was at Vagon, and I think she'll have moved on at this point.
To Stoford, right? To Stoford.
She is going to move on from Vagon, actually to, well, normally she would go to Warminster and then Devise's castle. That's kind of
Oh God.
What?
kind of no longer
An option.
thing.
Yeah.
So yes, instead she's going to be going on to Till's Head.
Till's Head. Oh, way to the north. Yeah, right
take
on
us,
those hills
Like maybe
up there.
a day's ride.
Alright, not too bad.
Let's see.
It's pretty straight through the
I
place.
have a
Yeah,
travel
right.
map here.
It is.
You're at Ebble. You want to get to Till's Head. It's going to take you about a day and a half.
Yeah.
So.
Alright then.
All right. So yes,
Let's go.
a day and a half later, you are at Till's Head
Yes.
and reporting to the Countess, and the messengers, you know, give their report, and she says, well then, I think we need to assemble the army and lend our aid, for we cannot allow the Saxons to establish a
Yeah.
Yes.
beachhead so close to our county.
Absolutely not.
Indeed.
All right. So the word is dispatched. You all remain at Ebble, or not Ebble, Till's Head, to to await the gathering of knights. Knights begin filtering in over the next day.
All 12 of us? How many did you say?
There's 60 knights in the county.
Okay.
Okay. Between Warminster and West Lavington, you've lost about 15, so that leaves 45.
Okay.
45 nights.
45 nights.
Mhm.
Oh, jeez.
How many does Worcester have?
Warminster?
That one.
I think Warminster had 5 and West Lavington had 10.
Okay. And the defenders in who are getting invaded, what's their strength?
Hampshire is probably going to be about 50 knights.
5-0?
5-0.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So not okay.
And
How many Saxons?
That's what I want to know.
What's the invading
force?
army?
The messengers say that it was at least several hundred strong.
God!
Well, it's not just knights riding out; it's also footmen and
peasants,
Right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have about 3 times as many footmen as
Saxons.
as knights. I should
Okay.
say. So,
300.
Still not great.
however, while you're still assembling the army,
Yes?
some more messengers arrive
No!
from Hampshire.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
They are British men.
Okay.
But they are not known to the Hampshire messengers.
They're from Hampshire, but they're not known to
Yes,
use Hampshire.
the messengers are like, we
Who are
don't know
these
these men,
guys?
they're strange to us.
That's suspicious.
And so,
Spies. Go on.
What if it's all a trap?
and so they
Yeah.
they present themselves before the Countess, and they say, we have come on behalf of our king, King Cerdic of the Gowesi. We have come to inform you that the army of Hampshire has been destroyed, and King Cerdic has taken possession of the city of Hantom.
Yeah.
He sends us with a message of parley for peace.
So wait, are these the Wait, what?
My brain.
What do you propose?
So yes, there's a general sort of confusion reigning involved. And
Kill them. I'm confused. Let's kill them.
well, you can all make intrigue rolls.
Yes!
Alright.
I love intrigue rolls.
Alright, boost this with fealty, Ellen.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they honest.
love them.
What?
I crit my fealty, Ellen.
Wow! And I failed.
I make my intrigue
So intrigue
made it.
is
after I'm passionate.
23. I succeed.
Regular success.
Yep.
Okay.
Nobody wants a beer? Nobody wants a beer?
I'll have a beer.
I'm gonna have a beer. Okay.
All right. So let's see, Tathan and who else made it? Kinrain. The Gowesi is a word you haven't heard for a while, but you recall. Oh yeah, it was one of the old pre-Roman tribes.
Wow.
They lived in the Gloucester, Hampshire region.
Now that's interesting.
And Countess Ellen says, "Did you say you were from the Gowesi?" And they answer affirmatively. And she says, "The Gowesi were the men of Vortigern."
The men of
Vortigern.
Who are...
So, some of you
interesting.
may remember that name from
I
your
do.
Salisbury family history.
I do remember that name.
And in particular, the year 463.
Does this have to do with the Night of Long Knives or
It
something?
certainly does. Vortigern was High King of Britain. He invited the Saxons to come to the land to help fight against the Picts. And then he fell in love with a Saxon woman and formed an alliance with King Hengest, called a council of all combatants to meet at Stonehenge for a feast of peace because a civil war had broken out about his Saxon-loving ways. And essentially it was St. Albans version 1.0.
Yeah.
The majority of the nobles of Britain were slain on the Night of Long Knives, including possibly some of your grandfathers.
Yeah, my grandfather.
Now, was Vortigern slain, or was he doing the slaying?
Vortigern was in on it.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Double crossers and traitors.
Yeah.
So Wolfram's grandfather was slain in
Mine.
Wow.
Mine died 20 years before.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Some of yours might not have lived long enough to get to that point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not too sure about mine, but
Certainly not Sir Pace's.
certainly not Pace's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm queasy now.
So at any rate, the messengers say our Lord wishes to explain himself and invites you to come to Hanton for a feast of peace.
Don't drink the wine.
We are, and has sent us as your guarantee of safe conduct.
What are you gonna be like?
Kill them.
Kill them.
We're needed elsewhere anyway. Aren't we? Shouldn't we join the battle? That's
Well, I think that's what they're saying. The battle is
Battle
over.
has been fought.
Yeah,
really?
It's
Oh,
over
that
now.
was-
The messengers
Yeah.
who came to us,
One.
their army has been destroyed.
It's done.
The conquerors
The
have
war's
sent
over.
their
You
messengers
lost.
to
Right.
us.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's like,
okay. I
wait,
thought
it's
this
over
was
already?
different ones.
Oh, no. It was that
Yeah,
fast.
this is that same
it was
old
that
thing.
fast.
Wow.
So,
Battles are won and lost in a day.
That's right. Now, what kind of technology do we have that's better than these people?
lasers.
Yeah, serious. With lasers, we can't even finish, wars in a day. What are we doing, guys?
All right, it's time for the drones.
Bring in the drones.
Seriously.
I thought you said drums. That's an idea.
Oh, I like that too.
No, the Saxons are the ones with the drums. That's why they won.
Okay. Well, what's the Countess say?
Countess has gone insane and now
Says
thinks
woof.
she's a dog.
Says woof. Right on cue, that one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. At any rate, so she says, well, you'll forgive us for being a bit suspicious.
Yeah.
I will not forgive you.
Considering the recent conduct of the Saxons in this region and your people's history of friendly relations with Same. And so the lead emissary says, we felt that you may harbor some suspicions, and that is why I have been sent. I am King Caradic's son, Prince Kinrick. There he is. Heyo. And
Okay.
You can barely grow a beard either.
I know, right?
Outrageous.
When you said that, I'm like, wait till she sees Kinrick.
Get a load of that.
I shave more than that every morning.
Oh my god. And
And that's
because
just
my
for
wife,
my face.
my wife likes
My
a
wife
clean shaven
likes a
face.
clean
Yeah.
Like I said, that's just for my face.
Manscaping. No, but he says, I will remain behind at your court as a hostage, as a guarantee of my father's good intentions.
Well, that changes things.
I don't know. I also feel that one Saxon son is not equal to the safety of our countess.
We don't know who this man is.
Yeah, I don't know. He's really.
Will the Countess be going with us, or
You would go as emissaries.
Yeah.
on her-
Countess.
Yeah, she didn't need to go.
Okay.
So we're leaving her with this guy.
Well, and her household and
All right,
all the other
all
knights that have been
right,
summoned.
okay,
You know.
Okay. So it's really just going to be us going.
Exactly.
The five of us.
I will do my lady's bidding. However,
Let's go.
I have struggles.
Well, we are the Knights of the Empty Goblet. We trust no one.
No.
Except each other.
Trust no one.
We
It's
suspect
even
all.
That's on that's on your crest.
We can
right?
trust
We
no
trust
one.
no one.
Sorry.
Because we were there.
Because we were there underneath. Because we were there.
Yeah.
A footnote for those of you who don't know.
See.
St. Albans.
St. Albans
Everyone died.
banquet.
It was awful. Don't ask, but it was awful.
EST St. Albans, $5.95.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you guys think?
I say we go.
I do too.
My lady's bidding.
I vote for Pearly.
If this can secure one of our borders.
I'll go hesitantly.
Yeah, sure, of course.
I'll mope in the back.
Mope? That's good.
You'll go moping. Then.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm going, but I'm not happy about
I'm not
it.
happy about this.
Might disarm any upcoming enemies. Well, that guy's just moping. Yeah,
Just leave
Yeah.
him. Just leave him.
They're just melancholy guys. They're not even worth it.
So Ellen says, feel free to ride armed and ready
Oh.
for treachery.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Done.
All right, so you guys ride out. The other two messengers from Caradoc ride with you. You make your way south to Hampshire. As you ride through, you see that the land seems to be in good shape. Has not been,
Razed.
burned or
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Not too
And
pillaged. It's a mild pillage. It's a gentle pillaging.
it's a soft pillage.
Yeah.
They made sure to gently pluck the fruits when they were,
And then
pillaging
about the
fields.
breakfast afterwards.
Exactly. They made.
It was just the tip of the pillage.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Apparently, that's the title of this episode.
Just tip of the pillage.
Just a tip.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will officially take blame for introducing that.
Oh, no, no.
title.
No, no.
I'll join in with you for that blame.
No.
So,
No.
at any rate,
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
you arrive at the port city of Hanton. It is a lovely city situated on a extensive estuary, across from which is the Isle of Wight.
Birds from the estuary.
Such strange flying
Birds.
creatures I have never
Magical
seen.
birds of the estuary.
It's weird.
That's very odd. Let's make sure the recorder's still going
recording,
here.
right?
We're okay. All right. So yes, we're good. All right. So at any rate, and the city itself, as you ride in, it shows some sign of pillaging, but this is to be expected. You know, for any victorious
So
army.
it wasn't much of a battle, huh?
Right. It was pretty much over
easy.
and done with,
Yeah.
and just some mild pillaging, as we
All
said.
right.
So. At any rate, you are guided to the hall of the former Lord of Hanton, which is now occupied by King Cerdic and his Saxons. So the city is lousy with Saxons at this point.
Wow. Crawling.
Yeah,
Crawling
with Saxons. Yeah.
Saxon
And you walk into the hall, and you know there's all these Saxons standing about. And you see King Cerdic, there he is, at the far end of the hall. And what does Cerdic say?
Welcome, Knights of Salisbury. I've been awaiting your arrival. It is so good to see you.
That's right.
Welcome, welcome.
Who's good at this?
We have food. We have anything you'd like. I mean, you must be exhausted after your long trip. So
It's true.
feel free. There's a table here. It's like laden with food, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
laden with Saxon food.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yes,
watch
yes.
Lots of sausages
You're free, you're
first.
free. Lots of
Yeah,
sausages.
I'm drinking my own wine.
Yeah.
You brought your own flask.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
2 poison feasts in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, to
Go
be
ahead,
fair, only
Dillard.
one of those poison feasts was Saxon transpired.
I'm just saying, we were there for 2 poison feasts.
Yeah, no.
We
it's-
probably
Yeah,
have.
I bring my own ale.
Yeah.
Yeah. You all got your flasks.
Yes.
You invented flasks.
Yes. Well, welcome. Let us have a feast, shall we? So,
Okay.
get all my pages
Start
and
this
steelers
up.
too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes. The hall starts bustling with activity. Yeah.
Baby.
Yes, exactly.
Like-
Well, actually, yeah. There's a Saxon skald sort of declaiming some
Yeah.
epic poem over in the corner. You know.
Will not shut up.
It is.
So after the feast,
Yeah,
we're not doing
you guys have a
feast
light meal.
Yeah.
No, it's not really like
It's like a half round feast.
no, it's
exactly.
he spreads a lavish feast.
What's a lavish feast?
All right. Everyone make
I
app
am a
rolls
king.
for God's sake.
I am a
Jesus.
king.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, make it.
I pass.
I succeed.
All right. Concord?
make it, yeah.
All right, so it's a
Okay.
2-round feast. So who rolled best?
I
Because
rolled
we
a
can only hand out 2
13.
7.
cards.
I rolled a 2.
You get 2 twos.
Thir-
right.
13 and a 7. So it's Wolfram and Kinray get the cards.
Heyo.
Oh! Emergency! A knight sitting nearby chokes on his food.
Yeah. It's one of
PTSD time.
Uh-oh.
Steelers play.
Choose prudent, reckless.
It's poison! It's poison!
Oh my god.
No.
All right, choose prudent. I gotta choose reckless.
Yeah.
Now you do.
Definitely gotta choose reckless.
All
Alright, so you
right.
roll that.
Where the hell is my reckless button?
Save him
I
but
make
nearly
it.
kill him in the process.
Yeah.
I intervene and try to help. Now I gotta roll first aid.
Alright.
Where's my first aid? All right, here we go. I crit it.
Oh my god, Wolfram.
Wow.
I
Invent
get.
the Heimlich maneuver.
That's right.
It's called the Wolfram maneuver.
Maneuver. 10 glory and gratitude. Success. You get saved.
Wow.
All right, so yeah, one of Cerdic's, and check your first aid. One of Cerdic's, household knights, starts choking, and Wolfram totally.
On a sausage.
Yeah, exactly. Half a sausage flies out of it.
So I
sailing
raise my
towards you.
goblet to you and nod, and yes.
Yeah. All right. How about Kinrain?
Another jug of ale is opened. Choose temperate or
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
I think you're gonna choose temperate on this one. Yeah.
Which is not very high. I so totally failed at
I can't resist.
indulgent. I fumbled that.
All right.
Oh.
So that actually bounces right back over to temperate there. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
not
Under normal
Empty
circumstances,
goblet it is.
absolutely, but
Yeah.
This is your dirty Saxon ale.
Yep.
So the feast is wrapping up,
yes.
Okay.
and so I'm so glad you're all here with me to share this feast. You're all grimacing. It's killing me. I'm sorry.
They're all staring at you
like-
hatefully.
Yep.
All right. I'm sorry. Okay. And I hope that we can continue to be friends and neighbors and be peaceful with each other. After
Hello,
all,
neighbor.
Yeah. After all, that is
Yeah.
the way of the Britons, and among fellow Britons, in fact.
Oh boy.
Yes, I'm actually a Briton. I'm one of you, more than I'm Saxon. As measured by the civilized way, where all importance comes from the father's side, and my father was British.
Uh-oh.
Measuring that.
No, your father didn't have to be from Silchester, did he?
No.
No, your father was none other than.
My father was Vortigern.
Oh! I
And he's
exclaim.
British.
Oh.
Are we having another emergency? Or
Night of the Long Knives.
you actually bring that up?
Yes, my grandfather was killed.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Are you?
Are they saying this?
Yeah, oh,
Yes,
they
this is
are.
happening.
Oh, this is happening.
18 hospitality, I'm not saying shit.
Yeah, what's your hospitality? What's your courtesy?
I'm
Mine is
16, I'm just hanging out.
Yeah.
My grandfather.
Mine has
lives.
become less courteous over the course of my dealings with Saxons.
All right.
And a Roman.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Well, please bear with me. And
You were the one who brought up the history.
Well, yes, absolutely. And measuring that civilized manner further, we know nobility is superior to normal humanity. And I could not come from a more noble stock, for my father was the High King of Britain.
Hi, trainer.
Indeed, my father was King Vortigern, the noble lord who ruled this island before the Pendragons.
Yes, yeah.
Before the Pendragons. And indeed, though it counts less, my mother's own father was a king as well. I have many powerful connections among the Saxons. They're not as savage as you. They're not as savage as you may seem that they seem to be.
They walk the streets like other men.
Yes.
Well, yet
and
only
in
as savage as they've proved to be in combat, I'm just saying.
Well, they are fierce warriors. Definitely just as much as the Britons
Chanting
are.
naked.
Indeed. So I just want to say that in my future kingdom, they will be my subjects just as the British shall be. And both shall be equal if I do not have to conquer. And I will conquer if I need to. So I invite you to join me and my army, for surely there will be battles in the future, and I'm sure you would wish to be on the winning side.
I'd rather take
I will be happy to accept. I will be happy to accept your homage. I will be happy to accept your homage and loyalty, and I would treat you well and justly. Join me.
Those are common words these days.
I know a way to fix this right quick.
Oh, that's funny.
There is a sword in London
Yes?
that says that only the true king can pull it from its space.
Oh, right, that funny story. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy
The
to go
art piece?
on a trip to London, but we obviously have more serious concerns here, and I'm obviously
this
well
is
equipped
serious.
to help you all out. And you should join the winning side. So you can discuss this amongst yourselves.
Unless I heard the
And,
Saxons were not the winning side.
Feel free to have more drinking and dining, and I look forward to hearing what your decision is.
Okay.
Where are you going? Because I got nothing else here. That's fine.
We can do that. That's fine. That's fine. We'll
Alright,
discuss.
so-
No, don't. Yeah. No, it's
Okay.
cool.
I say we invite him and a contingent of his men to London. You know, to sightsee
look
a
at
little
the
bit,
art.
to
And
take
we
a look
go
at the
for
sword.
The public art display.
If he manages to pull the sword out, then
Then
he's
we're
the true
good.
king.
Yeah.
Right.
And he'll have the omens behind him.
I swear no allegiance to any Saxon. There is no wrong that can be undone by the petty promises of the man who wishes to rule my homeland.
Well, let's go hunting.
Yeah, his word is no good.
What am I saying? Many men have said many things. these
Indeed.
10 years past, and
The son of a murderer is one thing. The son of an unrepentant murderer is another thing.
son of
It's
a...
in the blood.
Yeah. Again, come on, and then his mom was a Saxon. Traitor Britishman and Saxon.
It's a miracle the walls haven't collapsed on him.
Talk is cheap these days.
Well, then how do we get out of this gracefully?
How do we get this guy to London? I'm for that idea. I think that's a
That'd be
reasonable
kind of
idea.
fun.
I like the art so far. Yeah.
I do too. I think let's go on an
My
art
lord,
safari.
if you wish to be the
Kinda wanna
ruler of the
patrol
kingdom, you
a
must
bit.
know the folklore and the,
Yes.
folk art of the kingdom.
Yes.
Otherwise, how can we
Yes.
respect you?
Yes.
No man can rule a kingdom without knowing it, and you have been gone for a generation. Things have changed.
You gotta give.
I'm not in the room anymore.
Oh, I know. We're practicing our speeches.
Oh,
We're
we're
talking
rehearsing.
like,
They're talking amongst themselves.
We're like, I'm staring
our
at the mirror
cold
and like
plates of
practicing
sausage.
this speech.
Yes, it's a good one.
Well,
We're discussing over our cold plates of sausage.
But you know, there are
I've got
other
to spit
British
half the
knights at
sausage
this.
by my
Saxon.
There are other British knights at
Are they
this
from
feast
Silchester?
who have allegiance to
There
Carrick.
are actually Hampshire knights who have signed on with Cardick. You know. Yeah.
Fools.
And how do they speak of him?
Oh, they speak well.
Oh, do they do?
They, you know.
I would expect him to be nothing less than charming.
Our army was scattered by Cardick's men. It was not your usual rabble of Saxons. They fought with great valor and strength
And so, in
of
defending
arms.
your homeland, you lay down your weapons and
We fought the best we could, but
you dropped
we could
your
not.
crown and took it.
I'd like some intrigue to see if it sounds like they're reciting from like a rehearsed speech. Because this sounds pretty much, aside from actually being written down, this sounds like written down and repeated.
All right, make your intrigue roll.
Yeah.
So while he's visiting the
I'm
artwork,
buying this.
Right.
that's
Right.
buying time, and we
Right.
can sort of solidify our army. And
And you're gonna poison his wine.
well,
Hey, we are not poisoners.
Boosting with hospitality.
Yeah, we want to take
We are
it.
assassins.
Can I boost with hospitality?
We are not poisoners. We might use
I
boars to
succeed.
do our dirty work, but we do not poison anyone.
That's normal.
we might stab someone in the back, but we will not poison someone.
We might stab someone with a
Did you make
boar.
I succeed at my intrigue.
Okay.
All right, they seem genuinely convinced of their own truth.
And
We'll put
also
it that way.
genuinely cowardly,
Okay.
apparently.
Like they're speaking from the heart as to whether
Right,
that's an
whatever it
accurate
may be.
assessment or not.
It's okay. I'm used to
Well, how many of your Hampshire men were slain in this battle?
We lost many good knights. And they.
the ones who wish to save their own skins are the ones who forsake their homeland and switch sides.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, yeah.
Shame.
Tough
And you
audience.
participated in the battle?
I could barely get through that speech.
I know, right?
I know we tore you apart.
They didn't even want to hear anything
No, we
I had to
went.
say.
No, we didn't.
Hatred of 20.
No, I'm aware.
No, it's
Well,
true.
Cardick doesn't know that.
No. Now he does.
Suspicious
Maybe.
of 15.
I didn't spit on you during your
Maybe.
speech. That's
Or attack you.
Hey, at least there's that.
Yeah.
At his home.
Yeah, there could have been spit involved.
Hospitality.
It could have been involved. That's true.
and that's why I didn't spit on him.
Man, coughed a half a sausage on me.
Yeah.
That meal, I didn't forget that.
No.
Yeah, where was his hospitality? Could have aimed for one of the dogs.
That's smart.
Choke in your own direction,
So,
sir.
so we're gonna try and lure him to
Lure him.
We're
luring
get
him
him to London.
to London.
We want to get him to London.
to cope with this art piece.
Yes.
Yeah. Pull out the sword.
Yeah. No? What do you think?
I'm not
You're not crazy about it?
crazy about
Well,
it.
what would
I
you
feel
do?
like we should do a little more patrolling. See what else is going on. We only patrolled for like not even a couple days. Came across this
yeah, but we have
mess.
to give him an answer.
No, we can give him the answer that we're going to take his words to
The Countess.
That's good.
Because you are mere
I like that.
messengers after all.
I would.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you're right. We shouldn't say anything.
Yeah, I'm making all the big decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
On behalf of the Countess, I say fuck you.
I think
Well, no,
I
they're,
think
really,
if I
they're
were
really just messengers, really.
They're an embassy.
Yeah, well, messengers.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'll go for that.
we're representatives of the institution.
Yes. Yes.
But I like the.
An institution
I
is
like
dying
too.
away.
I want to get to the anvil. All right.
Oh, just you wait until the end of this anarchy period, and you are gonna see what. Just you wait. You may outlive me, but you won't outlive that. I'll show you. No matter what my next two characters will.
Remember.
Oh my goodness. Wait,
Well,
I
on
don't
his,
want
he didn't destroy the whole town in the area, but that's just self-interest, really.
Yeah, I mean, it puts a good face on what he's doing.
And then he has those resources
Yeah.
for himself.
All right. So you guys are heading back to the Countess.
Yeah, we'll give the king.
Yes.
The self-proclaimed king.
Yes.
Our promise to take his proposal to Countess Ellen. But more personally, if I were to see a man pull the sword from the stone in London, is it London?
Yes.
Yes. If I were to see a man pull a sword from an anvil in London that is foretold that only a true king would pull, then I would come to his side without second thought.
It'd be pretty compelling evidence.
I'm sure many in my station would do as well.
Yep.
I'd be with that.
Wait a second. Jesus. I know.
There you go. Report back, and then make the proposal with the Countess's approval that we go to London.
Did you want to circle back and just?
I just want to plant the seed.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
Oh, you want to plant the seed?
I wouldn't mind taking the scenic route. Finish the.
I appreciate you taking my message back to the Countess, and
We'll do that.
of course you are all invited to return at any time and even spend Yule with me if you'd like to.
No. I appreciate your offer.
Yule.
It is most generous.
Yeah, everybody have a sausage stuffed with more sausage.
The sausage party.
And yeah, all right.
All right.
So I think Tathan should get a check in hospitality for
seriously.
restraining himself.
That was
like
great.
I've already got that.
Nathan,
Yeah.
you're a gentleman.
Well, then courtesy if you don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
So far, no one dead. That's good.
It's a good year thus far.
Yeah, so far.
So far, so good.
Yeah, the
Killed it.
Saxon dogs may slay us in our sleep.
Well, that's why we're not staying the night.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So we're taking the scenic way home.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Okay.
Maybe see some.
The daylight nights of the
Legendary
empty goblet.
Peace for
Yeah,
chance.
maybe some peace.
Yeah, let's just sidetrack a little bit through some woods.
Just
Here and here's some
maybe
baying hounds.
See if you hear any dogs.
Some baying hounds.
Yeah.
something.
Echoing as though in the belly of
I mean,
something.
our travel clothes are our hunting clothes.
So you guys make your way back up through the Camelot Forest. Oh, and actually, yeah, if you look at your Salisbury map now, this map's kind of like meant to be applicable across all periods, and so obviously there's not a city called Camelot there over on the right-hand side just yet.
Right.
It's called Caer Gwent at this point, actually.
Okay.
But see where it says Wessex there? That's basically, that didn't exist up until now. Now it exists. That's King Cerdic's kingdom.
God.
So that gives you some idea of how close Wessex and Hampshire
Wait,
are.
it's where again?
Jesus, it's right there. Wessex is the big old English script right there.
Oh, ha! Right
too
next
big.
to my house.
Uh-huh, that's right.
Well, hey there. Oh, dude, the second Saxons have totally come and raided my lands.
Hey, neighbor.
Fuck that.
Oh God, and I'm like next.
Yeah, not too far behind.
Not if I have anything to say about that.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm right.
Yeah.
From where I am. Oh, that must suck.
Oh, Saxons, that's terrible, guys.
Yeah, oh
sorry to-
gosh, I'll just be
oh,
back at my
hey.
castle now. And,
Yeah.
I think she wants to like hang out in there
in where?
in the laundry room.
Oh, okay, yeah, just leave her there for the time being. Alright, so you guys make your way back up through the Camelot Forest and along the boundary of the Harewood, through the Shoot Forest, down over to Amesbury Abbey, which you wanted to visit there.
Yeah.
Does Wolfram want to look in on Lady Jenna at all?
Of course.
I heard her bastard got sent off to a family member undisclosed.
I thought she had twins.
Mm-hmm.
That's the rumor. Is Lady Jenna available? No. She does not answer Wolfram's.
I am rebuffed at the door of the abbey.
Indeed.
Oh, that's burns. Okay.
What about Queen Igraine?
in the womb.
What about the Queen?
Igraine is there, yes.
Is
Would
she
she
rebuffing
want to
us?
see us?
No, she'll see you guys. She'll see you guys.
See what's happening.
Really?
So,
Oh, she'll see.
I mean, Igraine's looking pretty good, I'm sure, still in that
oh yeah.
habit of hers.
Yeah, just picture that in a nun's habit.
God
So there you
damn!
go.
Wow.
Is it like steaming slightly?
It's smoldering. Smoldering.
Smoldering with
She brought her young daughter Morgan with her as well. So there's Morgan.
What a shame. What a crime.
What a waste. Well, from you were a jewel among men, sir.
Are you sure you're a British Christian?
You know what? I am.
He's fully embracing it.
Yeah. I'm highly reckless.
Yes.
That's the bedroom, but nothing much ever happens in there. What a crime.
That's exactly where I took it.
Good. Nice.
Very good.
All right. So, anyway, but yeah, otherwise all appears well. No sign of any questing beasts, unfortunately.
Oh.
Thought I heard something.
Just turned out to be like some peasant's dog.
The old man plays tricks these days.
When you look in at Piton, actually, turns out that Mirror Universe son has now the size of a 5-year-old.
Oh God.
So he's growing with great speed. He pelts you all with rotting fruit as you ride in to the planter grounds. He's perched up in the loft of a barn and just laughing at you all.
Oh my God, I love him.
Sir Kinrain, who is that devil? Shall Cormac take care of it with a well-placed arrow?
No, I do say that
I don't use poison.
the roguish creature is indeed my youngest son. Loudly enough for the creature to hear.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the creature hears it?
Yeah.
What does the creature do?
Oh, I didn't think it
rotting.
He lifts his shift and shakes his genitalia at you.
Aww.
Fruit of my loins indeed.
Yes.
Ah,
What
a rascally one.
What a boy.
What a great son you have there.
All wood, I see.
Hey-oh! That's really good.
Oh,
Yeah, takes after his dad looking this.
Chip off the old block.
Chip off the old block.
Yes. So, at any
He's
rate,
still around.
you conclude your patrol at Sarum, give your report and so forth, and yeah, it's now nearly midsummer, so
We've been out and about.
Prince Esquine will want a response.
Yeah.
King Cerdic will
Now
want
we
a
gotta hurry.
response.
Yeah.
I wonder what they have to say to each other personally.
Yeah.
If only we could listen in on that conversation.
To be a fly on the
No.
wall.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll
what are you guys
deliver the
thinking?
news.
I wonder what they have
Deliver
to
the
say
news
to
as
us
fast-
about each other.
Right.
If only we had more time.
Yeah, we don't that much. So-
reporting back.
So we're back now, is what you're saying?
You're back.
We're back.
So we've delivered the message.
Mm-hmm. What advice do you have for Countess Ellen?
Oh, jeez.
Let's see if he can pull that sword.
An escort for King Cerdic to London?
Yes.
If
This
he's willing.
town I call Londinius. Alright.
If he's
The
willing.
slightest wounds, the dogs will circle.
Yeah.
Alright. Countess sees no issue with that. If
She
Prince...
really believes in this anvil and sword being a barometer for. Oh, sorry. But to be a test to see.
Is Jared Ann asking
It
this?
buys
Yes.
time anyway.
Yeah.
To be the
I think
king
it's a good
of
distraction.
the High
Yeah,
King.
it's great.
I think it's a perfect.
Again,
delaying
this is
tactic.
part of her strategy of just buying time.
Delaying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
She says it will be a burden on all of us, but I think that we need to pay tribute to Esquine this year, just to keep us, in good graces.
What is your opinion on paying Esquine to raid Silchester?
She smiles a bit. I will see if I can delicately raise the subject when he comes.
Okay.
They have been very unfriendly neighbors, and if our friendly neighbors are willing,
Yes.
Certainly.
Perhaps
I
it would
wouldn't
engender
want
them
to
towards-
raise any hostilities with Silchester directly. Ulfius is most likely the most powerful ruler in Logres at this time, but he has yet to show his colors in terms of where he wants to throw his allegiance. And we will also see what the Supreme Collegium determines.
That's right.
Perhaps they will elect him king.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I might rather swear allegiance
What
to
did
a
we
Saxon.
fall into?
To a Saxon
Now you want a Saxon king. What the-
Oh, now he wants a Saxon king.
I'm never pleased. I'm never pleased. Have you seen my son?
All right, so.
Oh my god. Just picturing that little.
I love that kid.
Love that kid.
Love that
yeah.
kid.
That's my boy.
Gonna make a good night one day.
He's a thief and a shit kicker.
Fruit thrower.
Can't wait until he's a squire in age.
Oh my god. Well,
Which will be in about a month.
try to
Yeah.
get your son back, right? I mean, you're gonna go to the forest and try to.
Hey, I proffered it at the beginning of this whole session. No one else was
I'm
interested in
feeling
going.
a little bit more now that I've seen his character.
Yeah, everyone just wanted to get
you
things
know.
nailed down first, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, like next
I
year
think
we'll have a little lead time.
And actually, I have a handout for you guys.
Next year your kid will be 20.
where you can
He'll
actually
be knighting age.
next year your kid will actually be able to kill us all. So
Yeah.
we'll want to solve it at that
we'll want
point.
to solve
Solve
it,
this.
at that point.
Yeah.
Unless the Fae have made him soft.
Well, it could be, but I doubt it.
What, your son? Your true son?
No, the changeling will be able to kill you by next year,
Oh.
probably.
Yes,
Yeah,
your real son will be
that's a
more than
growing
overjoyed to see you.
No, he's our secret weapon. Set him loose.
My changeling is.
Yes.
I'm
Bring him
pretty
to the
sure.
court.
Just keep him in a cage and then open it at the opportune time.
Yes.
And comes out like his head.
Tasmanian devil.
Yes.
I have the same image.
Oh my god, I would not dishonor my family and dishonor my son to have him presented as such, thank you. But yes, I would like the real one back. Ghost taste.
All right, so I have a handout for you guys because this was, you know, in case you guys wanted to go into the forest. There are multiple entry points. It's a completely mysterious forest.
Force of
So there are
Ruddy
multiple
mysterious.
ways. Ruddy mysterious. So there are multiple ways to get in. So just pass that around. Everyone take a copy. You can put that in your folders.
Okay.
And decide what's the best way to access the forest sauvage. And
Oogly doogly. Oh, this is a
gosh.
lot of fun. I think you're gonna like this, Cormac.
Oh, good.
Oh yes, Cormac will be in his elements here. So,
Uh-oh.
She's not gonna give it.
Is that the
one.
grudge list?
No, it's
oh, thank you. Yes,
something random.
that's it. Oh, my grudge list.
That's just grudges against everyone as players.
Exactly. That's my personal grudge list. Yes.
It's way too
I'll
short to
make
do
you all
that.
pay. All right. So. At any rate, you can see the surrounding. So, Serum, you can see, is down there on the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
This also brings up an interesting point, which is that the main road out of Serum to the east runs through Levcomigus and Silchester. Now, what the map doesn't show is that there are trails that lead north, and you see that little horsey symbol there. That's the famous White Horse.
Horsey.
White Horse Downs, north of Donington there.
I do like horses.
And so there's actually an ancient track that you can follow, the Ichneid Way, that sort of allows you to bypass Silchester in terms of getting not just to the forest but also out towards London there. So up to you guys whether you want to ride through Silchester or go way out of your way.
If we're paying Saxons to raid Silchester, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
So that way, yeah, you just
The Ignite.
What are the crosses
That sounds
like
pretty
little
awesome.
chapels? or
the crosses are
significance?
major monasteries.
Major monasteries.
Significant
Okay.
monasteries, yeah.
Alright. Yes, I say go north to Ichneid.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
To get to London, yeah. And at any rate, and then you guys can scheme as to how you want to approach the forest. Each one of those numbered points is a potential point of entry into the forest.
Well, let's see. How many are there? 9?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds like a job for a D10.
Let's leave it to the fates.
Yeah.
Just throw your bones, gentlemen. Throw your bones. We'll average out.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No,
That
we're all gonna do it? Alright.
Yeah, that way we'll never get a 10.
Call it, please.
Unless you all
What are we
roll
doing?
10.
Oh,
Yeah, which is
right.
statistically
D10.
unlikely.
Alright, well, I'll roll them and
And then tell, then
then
divide.
reveal.
That's a D12.
I got a 10.
6. We've
One.
already axed out the chance of a 10.
4. I'm just saying that's
A 6.
Yeah.
10,
10,
6, 1, 4.
4, and 1. Okay, so that's 22, 26, 27. Divided by 5 is 5 and remainder. So you got a 5.
Alright, so
Perfect.
5.
That's actually
That couldn't
the
be more
closest.
perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, just
Go in.
north of Shearburn there.
And such are the fates.
So when you're ready, you will be entering the forest through.
Wasn't 5 the most likely result anyway?
Yes. Well, I don't know because it was randomized, so
Yeah.
hard to say. Hard to say.
Yeah.
So are we going to the forest? Is that what's happening?
Well, do you want to go to the forest? What do you
We
want to
have time?
prioritize? The
We-
forest or?
Or
Well,
the
no, don't-
London.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Well, I mean, I thought we were taking we were sending back a message, but like,
Right.
we're taking the king to London next year.
You can make it next year. That's what I'm saying.
I wasn't sure if we're going to the
next
forest
year.
next year.
Well,
You
what
guys
about your
had
son?
mentioned
He's going to be a
both.
monster.
that's gonna be a problem
Let's
by next year.
take care of your son now. We're trying to
he's-
delay the king of
King Caredick, please.
That's it.
Yes.
Carrot, I gotta write
trying
that down.
to
The Beardman.
we're trying to delay Garrett as long as possible.
Yeah.
So
We didn't even get to do round 2 of the feast.
I know. It got
Yeah.
cut short. It got cut short due to your snarky attitude.
Yeah, exactly. Just to plow right through that.
yeah. So yes, we'll send a message to Caredick that we'll prepare his way to London this year.
And how does Caredick feel about that?
I'm happy to participate in these traditional
There you go.
local
So willing.
festivities.
That's the spirit.
but
These quaint local festivities.
they're very quaint.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just adorable.
All right.
Well, since we stopped by my home pit and then, and since we're going to see my son.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring him with, right?
Yeah,
We're gonna bring the whole thing.
Put him on a leash. One of
No,
those.
as I
little-
said,
cage.
I don't know
I like
how
the
many
bird
times I have
cage
to tell you.
Bird cage.
He's in a knapsack.
Oh.
Crossing around the knapsack on one of my square's backs. So
Right,
we have to take
okay,
turns.
that's right.
One of your
How
squires.
many times I have to tell you?
Yeah.
Just like a little backpack.
We have a system in place and it works.
No, I was gonna say I probably stopped by and got some extra honey from my Melisarium to offer as a gift to the fairies.
Clever.
No one
few
says
extra
no to
arrows.
honey. Honey is sacred, binding, and wholesome.
Okay, that might work.
It might work.
At the
My
very
God, it
least,
might
it's
work.
enticing.
I'm getting my bow ready. Making sure it's on point.
All right.
Okay. Yes, I've got boar spears and other spears and yeah,
Various spears. Spears of all kinds.
hunting spears. Yeah,
Well,
just a forest of spears behind
Yes.
me.
A lot of tips.
Let's see.
I was gonna say.
Were you there? We were thinking about it.
I didn't want to
a
say
multitude of tips.
Yes,
good.
I didn't want to say
Many
that.
tips.
A multitude.
Many tips.
It's one of those things where it's like a carnival game where you have to count how many there are there.
Oh my God. Okay, so.
Hell of a game.
I love the way
Hell of
it's
a
trailed off. It's beautiful.
God, guys, don't you know that game? Have you played that too?
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
God.
At any rate,
Please move it along.
you guys ride out,
Dear
picking
God.
up the dirt road north Sarum along the valley of the Avon River.
Interesting. So they have to go along this old road.
Yeah.
Not quite yet. Up through the Avon Valley, across Ambrosius's Dyke, through the Marlborough Downs, and to the White Horse Vale, which is where you pick up the Ignite Way.
Right.
An ancient footpath that follows the crest of the hills that run east towards Hampshire. It's a trail that's been used by Britons since the Bronze Age. So just picture you guys cinematically riding along this ancient trail as the dramatic panning shot swings around.
Magnificent Seven music plays in the background.
Exactly.
An offering of wine poured to the horse.
Yes, you pass by the massive chalk horse carved in the side of the hill. And
I'm disappointed that it's not a real horse.
Oh my God.
I pay tribute here every year, so I don't know what you
I'm sure you do, yeah.
Why do you think I have Destry hairs?
Yeah. Exactly. You've been blessed by Epona. So this is actually Salisbury land, the White Horse Vale, because it's where Countess Ellen hails from. So yes, you ride along into the Thames Valley.
With amazing music.
Some
Yeah,
appropriately
perfect.
epic
Yeah.
travel music.
Yeah.
However, when you stop over at Uppington, which is probably not on your map, but it's in the White Horse Vale there.
Okay.
The steward, this was Countess Ellen's birthplace, and so she just maintains a steward here. He, when you tell him of your travel plans, he advises you that the county of Ridichan, which is the county north of Silchester that you'll basically be riding through, has recently fallen to a trio of scheming mercenary knights who have unseated the countess. This was another situation where this was a county that did not have proper backing for its countess.
Disgraceful.
She has been unseated by these three brothers who have driven her out and imprisoned all of her former supporters.
And this is on the way?
Imprisoned her former supporters.
How
Wow.
long ago did this take place?
Just recently, in the last month.
Good.
So there's just 3 of them.
Well, and their army.
There are 3 of them in charge.
You and one army.
Yes, they are sharing power currently.
It should be easy to split
For
up.
now. We can always wait till two of them kill.
Yeah. Well, one of them kills the other two, and then we only got one to.
Exactly, but
Poison's
in the
been going
meantime,
around, guys.
in the meantime, he advises you to take care with your travel through that country, and perhaps even consider diverting to another path.
Further north, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, like?
Skirting the woods, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you see there's those westerly approaches there at Borton, Lambert, and Leicester.
What about taking number 6? Would that
that's going to take you through Ridichan as well.
Oh, okay.
Ridichan encompasses Oxford, Wallingford, and Shearburn as well.
Well, how do we know there isn't something worse at 6? At 7, 8, and 9. We don't know.
No, it's true. You don't.
This is the time of anarchy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We may just have to take care.
Take your chances.
Passing through.
Mm-hmm. Right. So we can go back to our classic attempt to sneak through the lands, if you like.
Hunt rolls.
Sneak.
Let's see here.
Creeping through the county.
All right, who's leading? I'm guessing Kinrain's leading.
Okay, so you're trying to be stealthy, right?
Yep.
Okay, so make a hunting roll.
I'm gonna passion this with my love of family.
Okay.
I'll impassion mine.
What should I make?
Okay.
Down.
Dun, dun.
Hatred of sacrifice. Oh.
She's leading.
Yeah,
I'm
15.
doing it.
15?
Yes.
And that's a success.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay then.
All right, excellent. So,
You managed to be sneaky.
oh great, you make really good time.
Awesome.
That's better.
You're largely unseen, just the occasional shepherd out on the hills. And they don't seem to particularly care.
No.
They just sort of watch you go by. So, one more day of travel will get you to where you want to be.
All right.
And you're still impassioned, so.
I got a 7.
Okay.
But I didn't succeed.
Great. And again, you make excellent time. So, north of Shearburn, you turn north and follow the local trails. And, let's see. Okay. So, you follow the trails into the woods. So, very soon, after entering the forest, you are enveloped in these sort of primeval woods. But more than
Watch
that,
out for Arthurian lions.
Exactly. But more than that, the woods themselves seem to have a sort of living presence about them.
Sure.
Take care of you piss, gentlemen.
Okay.
Take care where you make water.
Yes.
Good advice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And soon enough you've lost the trail, and you are just sort of roaming the woods.
So again, this is a good sign. This is how we find the questing beast.
Right.
Yes.
Roll the bones.
Okay, so I'll need a leader to make a hunting roll with a -15 modifier.
Oh.
I will impassion this.
-15.
My armor. Should I crit?
Wow.
What? So I still have a 10.
Nice.
Yes.
It's a net of +5 actually.
Plus
5.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So
Wow.
I normally have a 15, so that's
This is it.
20.
Yep.
Sweet.
Well done.
thank God.
Yeah.
Very good.
I got a 17.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, so
I'm sorry if I did 15. Oh,
No,
God.
that was very well done.
Oh, and then maybe my honor automatically goes up for them. Yay. Holla.
All right, so let's see here. All right, so you guys lose the trail, but you, thanks to Kinrain's excellent pathfinding, you come upon a castle situated in the middle of the woods.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How exciting!
It's overlooking a fine, wide river. The castle itself is a reinforced motte and bailey, so it's pretty fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see any griffins?
You again. And the banner you see flying from the top of the hall depicts 3 horses at a gallop. So you can all make heraldry rolls.
Okay.
Or our squires can?
Oh, the -1.
Oh, yes.
Boost with hospitality.
Okay.
I succeed, and I succeed with my heraldry.
Excellent.
Yeah, someone's polite.
Oh my god. Would have been a crit if it wasn't for the curse.
Oh,
it burns.
That
It's
hurts.
a bummer.
Painful.
All right, so those of you who make it, you don't know the name of the knight, but you're pretty sure you're in the land of Buckingham.
Sorry. Buckingham, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
And so, some riders come out to greet you all, and indeed, they welcome you to Castle Buckingham. And they say, "Our Lord, Sir Eve, holds a custom here that any who wish to visit with him or enjoy his hospitality must race against him on horseback."
A fast horse.
Okay.
You do now.
But I'm cursed this year too.
Well, that just means you can't fumble.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
That
Alrighty.
is also true.
But I've also got one of those war ponies that are really good for long distance races too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or rock
So
band.
I'll race at your side.
We should,
Nice.
if I've learned anything from the past, maybe we should inquire as to the nature of this race.
Indeed.
We proceed.
We don't never learn. Yeah.
I've got a fast horse.
Oh, he's racing with a flying horse. I see.
Exactly.
Womp womp.
Yeah. When I say horse, I mean motorcycle.
Yeah. Motor horse.
Oh, really?
Motor horse.
A motor horse.
All right. So at any rate, so you inquire as to the nature of this race.
Yes.
All right. Well, they say it's simple, really. Sir Eve is a enthusiastic horseman, and he likes to
Evie.
get the measure of those who come to visit him, and he does so through racing the horses.
Edie, come here.
Okay.
That's all. He will lay out the course of the race. You are free to inspect it beforehand.
Huh. That seems fair.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So
Let's
then
inspect
why don't we agree?
Could the three of us could race?
let's see. Here's a
Oh, yeah, how many of
Does
us
he
are
race
racing?
against only one? Well,
he will race one of your number today, but for each day you wish to remain at the castle, you must one more of you must race against him.
well then.
But you are free to stay regardless of whether you win or lose.
Oh.
He just wishes to race.
Oh, it's not contingent.
No.
All right.
Sir Cormac, I defer to your better horsemanship, but if you find yourself needing my war pony, then I freely offer it.
Well, thank you, sir. I will see what Deirdre can do if he can redeem his name this time.
Okay. That sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you check the course? Is the course up to your
Yes, let's
standards?
take a little trot.
So, Sir, the Knights of Sir Eve take you through, and it's straightforward enough. It's a difficult course, but it's straightforward.
Let's do this thing.
Okay. All right. So, Sir Eve.
Is there betting? Is there betting?
If you want.
Do we all get to wear large
Should be.
fancy hats?
Oh, yeah. Gaming.
Gaming?
Yeah.
Yay!
Let's put in I'll put in a Libra
A Libra?
Wow.
on Cormac.
Man, I'm super
That's
low.
way too much.
All right. Okay.
How about like
gaming? I don't even see gaming.
how about like 20 shillings?
Oh god, I have a 3.
All right.
That's a Libra.
20.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got 50 shillings. Like,
Convert that shit.
apparently.
20 denarii?
20 denarii.
So 10
There you
shillings.
go.
10 shillings
that's
on
a
Cormac.
tenth.
What do you think?
All right, 10 shillings on Cormac.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Feeling the support, guys.
All right.
Very good.
Who are we betting against?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Our host.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, but like, who's placing bets on the game?
Yeah, who's making odds? Nobody.
You're just shuffling.
Maybe he has some of his own knights over.
This is just
Oh yeah,
for
no,
fun.
the other knights are out as well.
Yeah,
this is fun.
Do they agree?
Yes.
10 shillings?
Sure.
Okay, excellent.
Oh, they seem quite confident. And yeah, so Sir Eve rides out. He has this magnificent courser.
It's a courser, okay.
And yes,
Does
you
it
know.
sparkle just a little extra?
No, but it's just really well bred, and you know the Buckingham Knights are like, no one has ever defeated Sir Eves when he is riding Thought.
Shit. I've got a Corsair named Gwynny.
Oh my goodness.
Can I lend a Corsair?
He's got it.
You've got a Corsair? All right.
I got one. Deirdre.
All right, okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, so would you like to impress this
Gwynny.
this roll?
Most certainly.
Oh yeah.
Thought. Dang.
Do honor, but it's not that high. You know, sort of representing the horsemanship of the Loyal Order of the Empty Goblet.
Yeah,
so-
you are.
All right, the
You
first
bet you
roll.
are.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Supporting our
Got it.
All right.
Hey!
aiding our quest, sir.
Alrighty. And that will go towards horsemanship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 10 to horsemanship.
Okay.
So,
25 and then
you guys, you know, put your spurs in, take off. You're riding the course, and even though you walked it before, it seems much less clear. There's bushes, there's fallen logs. It's a lot more challenging than it
Okay.
seemed when you first
Okay.
walked it.
Less
So that's going to
bullshit.
give you a
Love
minus 10, which is going to be offset by your plus 10.
Okay.
So you're just going to be rolling
Square.
against your horsemanship there.
Okay.
Oh, it's exciting.
Will Sir Eve
Alright.
is.
Oh, and I have a
Incredibly
minus
modest.
1 to this, yes?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. Does that mean
Okay.
the last one? Yes. Okay. So, still got it.
And
12.
what did you roll? 12?
12.
Alright, so he beat you with an 18. So.
It means you're holding your own. I mean,
This is awesome.
Yeah, so what's.
Didn't sprain a hoof? Didn't sprain a hoof?
No,
Yeah.
he's not spraying a hoof. So what's the speed on your Corsair there?
9.
9. Okay, wow, fast. Alright, so.
although it's the speed on Thought.
Yes. Alright, so.
Speed up thought.
Depends on who's thinking, I guess.
Alrighty, so. Okay, so yeah, he's starting to pull ahead of you.
Okay, okay.
You know, he's still well within sight though. It's not over yet. Alright, so another horsemanship roll.
Okay.
Already subtracted the
And there's just we're rolling with that first passion pretty much. It's all still, so
Mhm.
it's just 15. Got it. 10.
10. Okay, I got a 14.
Oh my god.
So he's pulling ahead of you more. You kind of are losing sight of him on the turns and that sort of thing.
Oh man.
Alright, another horsemanship roll.
Crit. 15.
Sweet.
Nice.
The curse brought the crit.
Yes.
Nice. I knew that was gonna happen.
Do I check horsemanship?
Yeah, definitely.
Sweet.
So,
Alright.
your speed was 9, you say?
9.
Alright.
Until now.
Yeah, so Eve is literally coming up towards the finish line there.
Okay.
But you just get an extra burst of speed.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
You catch him up, you draw even, and you go right across the finish line just ahead of him.
Huzzah!
Beep, 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 beep.
Hand over those shillings. You're a little
Yeah.
richer
That was
now.
exciting.
Yeah.
More coin.
All right.
What kind of odds were
Way to
we
go,
put out
boy.
on
Way to
this?
go.
Yeah.
I'd say 3 to 1.
All right.
Whoa.
30 shillings. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, so all of the knights are kind of in shock.
Deirdre's
I
getting a
bet
little bit of the good food tonight. He's getting the whole core.
Getting a bag of apples.
Might even get a little mead. You know, he's ever since Ponce hasn't been riding him, he's been a little faster, it seems.
It's true. Alright, so Sir Eve is good-natured about it, and he says, in my 15 years of racing all those who visit my castle, I have never lost a race.
Wow.
This will be the end of my custom.
What? Wait, what?
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We don't have to race him tomorrow.
Exactly.
But because why?
Because he finally lost.
That's it.
Yeah, this is the end of my custom.
Wow.
You are welcome to stay at my castle as long as you wish, and I'll be.
This guy loves racing horses. Now
Yeah. Thanks a lot. The light has gone out of my life.
The twilight years will be ever so dark now.
I'll likely commit suicide. But are there any questions I can answer before that?
Have you tried falconry?
Yeah, exactly.
The curse has been passed on to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So are there any questions I can answer while you're here?
Do you need a new purpose in life? Because we need allies.
That's a good point.
Actually, the purpose of our visit,
Yes.
sir,
This little thing that's been getting in your eye.
I'm sorry, something's chewing on my leg.
I have found myself, blessed with an abundance of family. However, fate has decided to test my love for my family by presenting this obstacle. I am in search of the Fae, wherever they may be, in hopes of retrieving my natural-born son in exchange for their own child left to me.
Yes. I would advise you then to seek for the court of the King of the Forest Sauvage. Yes, they call him King Mad Dog, and he is wise in many ways, and may well know.
Yes, he would. He'd be the guy. Yep. If there's anybody.
That's what I guess.
Sorry. Yes.
And he may well know the solution to your problem.
And where may we find the
King Mad.
keep of the King of the Forest?
I would advise you to ride on this yonder road here, and he indicates a road that leads up out of the river valley. That will take you on to Towchester, but I cannot speak from there as to where you may go. They may have a better idea.
Inquire at Towchester.
We thank you for your guidance in this matter.
And for the thrill of this race.
And your hospitality.
You've been most kind.
Yes. And so, he does put you up for the evening. It's a nicely appointed hall with a lot of horse motifs. I'm sure Kinrain takes silent notes for his own interior decorating
The
needs.
mosaic work is just thrilling.
I love the lintel carving with the horse motif worked into it there. That's great.
Now, really, what you've done with the mantle here.
Yeah.
Bas reliefs,
Yes.
And your headboard, you say.
Yes, the headboard has like two horse heads meeting.
Neat.
Yeah.
Gee whiz.
Beautiful.
Wow.
That's something else.
It was all teak, you said. Just magnificent.
God's sake. All right, so you.
Election time.
Yeah, all these toll-free calls.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's my best friend, Toll-Free. Calls me every day.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I love Toll. How's he doing? So anyway, yeah. So you ride on, and the next day, and late afternoon, after riding along a fairly well-maintained road through these eerie woods, you come upon a small market town. Every building in town is beautifully appointed, well maintained.
Really?
Tiled roofs.
Wow.
No thatching
Don't
anywhere.
eat the fruit.
Everyone looks very healthy.
Everyone?
Everyone.
All the flowers.
The peasants are whistling happily as they march out to the field or march back from the fields. And there's a large market square in the center with all manner of booths and tents set up.
Ooh.
And lots of fantastic wares on display. There are also 2 roads leading out of town aside from the one you rode in on.
Oh boy.
So.
Forked road, those are fun.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I'm sure we may inquire.
Yes, indeed. Ask around.
So you ask around, and the people are like, oh yes, you'll want to speak to Squire Tovis.
Tovis. That's the guy.
Yes.
Tovis of Towchester?
That's right.
Indeed. And so yes, you were pointed out to Tovis, who is sort of, making his way through the market square. just talking, checking in with people. Oh, yes, how's the family and so forth, He just, he kind of looks like a fine alderman, And so as you approach, he excuses himself from his current conversation. Oh, strangers, how can I help you?
Well, my good sir, we are on a quest. As you might see, we have a charge in our midst that was left unto me in exchange for my newly born son. And
I'm sorry, something's throwing something at me.
that would be bad, Eddern.
I see.
And we are on a quest.
Yes.
A mission to retrieve my son in exchange for the son of the forest.
I see. Very well. And how can I help you with that?
Well, we are seeking whatever information we may glean from the locals as to where we might venture successfully to find
King Madog?
We seek we seek King Madog of the Forest Sauvage.
Ah, very well then. You'll just want to take the left fork. That will take you to the castle directly.
And the right fork?
The right fork just leads deeper into the forest to the town of Brune.
Brune.
Mm-hmm.
Well noted.
And this guy seems pretty honest, pretty trustworthy dude.
You can make a trusting, suspicious roll. Roll trusting first.
I'm just checking,
if I'm suspicious, should I roll suspicious first?
No, you always roll trusting first.
Okay.
I failed trusting.
I succeeded trusting.
Okay, so any of you who failed trusting now roll suspicious. Those of you who made trusting, you're trusting. Okay.
Well, he's a squire. He's honor bound to tell us the truth.
Honor bound to know.
He's wearing a fancy medallion. Why would he lie?
He's wearing a thick gold chain. Why would he lie?
He wouldn't lie.
Yeah, no.
All right, and those of you who made trusting, check that. Those of you who made suspicious, check that.
All right.
All right. So what about those of you who are suspicious?
Well, he paused a little bit on that end. I got a bad feeling.
I don't like the pause.
I don't like it. We don't know exactly. We don't know these parts.
Right.
I'm just a little curious.
True enough.
I say we can proceed, but just be on the watch.
Well, if you have suspicions, perhaps we should ask someone else. Perhaps one of the vendors.
That'd be a wise idea.
Oh, a second opinion.
Yes, second opinion.
All right.
I mean, I trust him explicitly, so I'll be waiting for you at the left fork.
Okay, let's.
Just grinning, just waving at people passing by.
Cormac kind of grumbles.
That's a fine looking, wheel of cloth you have there.
All right, so he grumbles a little bit, but he's like, okay, let's inquire with someone else just to double check. We're in the woods.
Okay. And so you ask a vendor, and he says, well, what does Squire Tobar tell you?
I'm a little rusty on my the specifics of that conversation.
Tovis, yeah.
A little rusty.
I don't recall. I had a hard race.
Well, then you should probably ask him. He knows everything.
Everything.
Thank you for your non-suspicious response to mine.
You're totally trustworthy.
Yeah, he's thinking about how that trail changed during the race, and it was a little weird in the forest.
These are justifiable suspicions.
You ate all that fruit at the last fairy tower.
Yeah, and start gathering all that gold.
Oh my goodness, please. Oh my god.
He's just
leave it, Ponce.
being a little cautious.
The golden bow.
The golden.
Edie, come here.
So,
I can still feel it.
so the merchant is selling a selection of fine silks. Might I interest you in some of these fabrics?
Perhaps on our way back.
Yes,
we shall
we are
return
initially.
this way.
Does
but-
anyone sell maps?
No.
No. Well, okay.
Across to
At the horse watering station, there's no map.
There's no
to
chevron.
remain unladen for the time
Cormac's
being.
fine with left. These people aren't gonna give it up. There's something suspicious, but I have no evidence. We'll proceed.
All right.
If
You talk yourself
if the
out
group
of your
wills it.
well-founded concerns.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Just gonna see what happens.
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
We could put the child in a cord and have him choose.
I don't think it would help us
No?
if its
All
life
right.
depended on it.
All right.
Well, then we would go the
It would
opposite
just
way.
be more data, is all I'm saying. but that's okay.
He's pointing at that acid pool and telling us to go in.
Where did that acid pool come from?
He was urinating in a pool.
I see.
Oh.
Let's see, we're kind of at our time here.
Okay.
So how's everyone? Are we good for like another 10-15 minutes? Or
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you alright? Vitaly's waiting.
Yeah.
No, Vitaly's out there.
Yeah.
I'll go tell him.
All right, yeah.
Have him come in.
Oh, let me get it.
Be right back.
All right.
So what else are they selling in this?
Well, yeah. Do you want to?
I mean, if we're going to be delayed by a few minutes of
Yeah, is Cormac's talking?
Yes.
Basically, yeah, it's as fine a market town as you might see in Sarum or even London. They have some things that, like, you normally can't even find in Sarum.
Interesting.
Yeah. Not feeling it. No. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you.
Maybe on the way back.
Maybe on the way. Again,
On the way back. Yes.
Again on the way back. So you make your way down the road, through the woods.
To the left.
To the left.
Yeah, we're
exactly.
going on the left path.
And
I'm keeping an eye on the rear.
Okay. That's a good idea.
let's see here.
Of course, we'll be on guard because Arthurian lions and such.
Of course, sure,
God.
of course.
Come here.
And so,
Time out.
let's see. As evening approaches, sure enough, you spot a castle up ahead.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
So
So
walk around.
Castle up ahead.
we find the castle. We take the left path.
Oh, we do.
No,
Okay.
so yes, we approach the
castle.
castle.
Mm-hmm.
We find a castle.
A castle.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Perhaps
How
it's
far down
abandoned.
the
Perhaps
road?
we can occupy it.
Like about 4 hours. 4 hours
Oh,
journey.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neat.
Let's wrap
So-
it on the door.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you approach the main gates.
Yes.
You bang on the door with your spear butt.
Yeah.
And
Is there any heraldry present on?
there is no heraldry present here.
So it is abandoned.
Yeah.
Well, after a little bit, the gate opens, and a rather large knight greets you all.
How large?
Oh, like size 25.
Okay.
So
What?
pretty
Big
neat.
guy.
Big guy.
What color?
Oh my god,
where
that's
is
5
colors?
times the size of my husband, or my brother's husband. Why? I don't know.
Sir, I aspire to your size.
His distinctive feature is overweight to the size of Jolly.
So we found Forest Santa.
Santa.
He looks. His eyes are twinkling. His
What?
cheeks are ruddy.
What? No.
Yeah.
Does he have a nice white beard?
It's sort of salt and pepper.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But he's sort of travelers, how lovely. Please. So he indicates for you all to
Does he
come on in.
eat nice?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
It's the only way I'll get that fat guy.
His stomach starts growling as he sees you. No, but he says, please accept my hospitality and stay until you are rested.
Thank you.
Thank you.
May we ask your name?
I am Sir Garmon. I am Castellan of this castle.
Gourmand?
Garmon, yes.
Awesome.
And
May we ask what castle this is?
this is the Castle of Brune.
Aha.
Aha!
Yeah.
Indeed.
Suspicious!
Son of a bitch!
We went the
Take a
wrong
sip of my
way.
ale.
Eyes.
So as you're getting into the bailey and dismounting, another knight rides in, but he's apparently a familiar knight because he waves. However, he he is armored. He's wearing a helmet, but he's also wearing this kind of weird metal mask over his face. That's just
Beaver.
carved to look like a normal human face.
Oh, how fascinating.
Oh.
Yeah. And so he just salutes, and Sir Garmon waves back. Greetings, Sir Lance, he says. And and he says, well, you've traveled long, I'm sure. We are not exactly on the main roads. Please be my guest tonight at my feast, and we will see to your needs.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you possibly also be willing to give us directions to the castle of the King of the Forest Sauvage? It is where we are planning on going.
Oh, well, you were actually coming from the very direction there. If you just head back up the road to Towchester, I believe it's one of those 2 roads out of there. Then I'm not too sure. Squire Tovis can give you directions.
Yes.
It was his misdirection that led us here to your fine kingdom.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that. Please.
It'd be so confusing, right or left.
Yes.
We don't know very much, us simple forest folk.
But do you know about the questing beast?
Yes, I've heard of the beast, and I've hosted King Pellinor here, as a matter of fact. He stayed for a year and a day, so fine was my feast that I laid out.
Wow.
And so as he's been speaking, the food and wine has been coming out, and it does indeed appear to be most excellent selection. So I'll need an energetic roll from everyone, please.
Okay.
Got it.
Made it.
Success.
Yeah, make it.
Good.
Where's Energetic?
It's one of your
up there.
traits.
Ah, yes. Ooh, I just made it.
Nice. All right, so yeah, all of you can see that it's a most excellent spread, but you don't feel particularly compelled to stay.
No, because that's not our way.
Right.
Exactly.
It's
That kid is running around. And
yeah,
it's
like
just
he just ruined a plate of
Yeah.
boiled eel.
Yeah, went flying.
Oh god.
Splat, splat,
Yeah.
splat,
That
splat.
son of a bitch.
We kind of got an urgent mission here to get rid of this.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, to exchange the...
Exchange, yes.
Yeah, so let's make our way back to Towchester.
All right. So as you depart the next morning,
When did we continue?
and we will
We could continue.
we will leave it off here in our first ever 2-part
I know.
session.
All right.
Yay!
Two little minor notes here.
Yes.
So, as you depart the next morning, you see Sir Lance. He's out on the road outside of the castle of Broome.
Okay,
The road you need to take to get back to Towchester.
he's there.
And he so there's a little stream that you had to cross with a ford, and he's at the ford, and so he rides forward and he raises his lance and he says, "Greetings all, I am Sir Lance, and I am here to joust you all in the forthcoming manner."
Oh.
And of course, none of you have ever heard this word before.
What?
The what?
You're gonna do what with that?
What's this thing you're talking about?
And so, we will leave it off with that strange note. However, I'll need Sir Blaine's to make an intrigue roll.
Sir Blaine?
Because we just paid the Saxons to invade him.
Damn it. I am passionate.
You were impassioning it. Okay, very good.
I make it.
Okay, very good. No crit, though.
No.
Okay. So, you have heard it on good authority that Sir Kinrain and his rabble are out of the county.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are.
News.
We're really way out of the county.
So, they're relatively defenseless now in Salisbury.
Good to know.
And so you can give some thought to what you're going to do about that.
All right.
And we'll
I know
drop
exactly
there.
what I'm gonna do.
Oh, wow. Okay.
In the woods, run around, getting jousted.
Joust or youst? I don't know if it's
Yeah.
soft J's.
Used, perhaps.
It's supposed to be wild.
Or maybe it's the long O. Yost.
Yoast could be yoasting.
Yes.
Yosting.
Yosting or yoasting.
So, quick question about kids. Next year in 497, one of them turns 7.
Mm-hmm.
Do they still roll for their survival that winter, or
No.
okay? So, the winter of 496 will be Adwin's last roll for survival. Yes.
That's awesome.
Sir Lewin's daughter.
Aww, Sir Lewin. He burned so brightly and so quickly.
Yes. So quickly.
So very quickly. Hey guys, I brought in my substitute character. And
he's dead.
Sorry.
It's okay. He lasted pretty much the whole battle, at least.
Until we left him like laying prone in the dust.
We don't know you. A chance to.
So it's entirely possible that what's going to happen next week is we're going to finish up this year, like kind of mid-session. Then we'll just go right on into the winter phase, and then we might even just go right on into the next year if there's still time.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, but it might just be finishing up this year and then doing winter phase.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll see.
Yeah. Winter phase went really long.
It was a lengthy winter phase just because there were so many variables to address. So
Kids.
it was an action-packed year, as I said.
Such action.